everyone be quiet whilst we listen?
Check the mic and make sure.
We interrupt this regular scheduled program to bring you this important message.
Hello, everybody.
Biggest panda I've ever seen. Look at that now.
Look, there's money on it.
Good morning. Oh, no, it's not morning. Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
I was just laughing at Rosie's comment.
I was actually, Shorty said first, and I'm looking, and
Actually, I think Rosie beat
just
you.
nudged her out. Oh, man. So close, Shorty. So close. What's up, Rosie? What's up?
I love that.
Love it. Good evening, Rosie, in my announcer voice. Anyways, that's right. I did the news, so now I got to do like a radio show guy. What is it? Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Traffic and weather every 8 minutes on the 7s.
Somebody did comment that you should be.
Yeah, I get it all the time.
I know, but you don't do anything about it.
I looked into Fiverr. I just everybody Fiverr, whatever. I looked into it, and like everybody has this like super like they do like videos of them doing voiceover, and they're like, I can do low voices and I can do high voices, but they all have like a video and like
sounds awesome.
They're like in a sound booth with like
We'll just get you a black shower curtain and hang it behind you.
No, it's got to have like the egg foam stuff.
We'll get a mattress pad.
Yeah, it's like Walmart.
I mean, how hard can it be?
Yeah, and then when they get their video, their message, it'll be all tinny. I don't know. I just don't know if I have the
given talent.
So here's what's going to happen: is I got to start out low at like $5 per voiceover. And people are going to be, I guess you can set limits on how many revisions you get. So I guess.
Yeah, you can.
So I'd be literally making $5 for what would take me probably close to an hour, because you know how good I am at reading. So
yeah, you're better.
I'm going to do like 38 takes of some bank or something. I'll be like, join Bank of America now with 0% financing. And I'll mess it up and be like, Bank of...
Adam,
this won't be good.
You have all the excuses why you're not trying.
No, I'll do it.
You got to. You're wasting your talent. How
$10
cool
a month would be great.
Watching some show and a commercial come on and it's you. Like, when Carrie did that one for student loans.
Can you imagine if it was something like old people diapers or something? They were like... Like now with extra leak protection. Oh God, it would be horrible. I would not be able to get through something like that. I'd be laughing the whole time. Anyways, Shorty, you got nudged. I'm looking on the regular chat too. You're seconds from being first. Rosie nudged you. Anyways, hi Christopher. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. Breaking news. Adam did the news. That's right.
Yes.
I did the news that resellers care about. And we did 3 stories about reselling, and the rest was about food. Food and what not to buy for a resale. And then, yeah. I'm actually I was working on the next episode right here. So
I like how he uses a label.
Well, I mean, we've got these stacks of like spare labels that we can't use because it won't single feed. So
I use them to label
might as well
bins.
use them. I might as well use them. So
yeah,
they
sometimes I use them as like if I can't find my lint roller, I use them as like to take cat hair off things.
It was so funny. The comments on that video, like the vast majority of them are about the food news. Like almost none of them are about eBay's news. Like everyone's like, eBay.
Everyone knows about eBay.
Yeah, that's true.
They want to know about food.
Yeah, everyone was like, Chick-fil-A is testing wings. What? So, yeah, it was. It was funny. Reading some of those comments was funny. So, but yeah, I may throw some new stuff in there this time around. But that first one was a little rough for me because reading is not my strong suit, as most of you know. So,
but you read every night when you go.
I do
to bed.
but I learned I learned when I was young how to speed read, and that's how I read.
I know you need to slow it down, take it down a notch.
No, because the vast majority of things written has a ton of.
No, I mean on the chat.
Yes, but yeah, that and the monitor. I need a new monitor.
Yeah, so. We still need to get a new monitor. Maybe for Christmas.
Where's the super chats, everybody? We need a new monitor.
Maybe for Christmas we'll get a new monitor.
Anyways, howdy, Ann. Thanks for coming in. Ann had a couple comments, I believe, on there. What's up, Jimmy? Thanks.
Jimmy.
No, she didn't make it. What's happening? Laura, what's up, Laura? Laura, me and her compare gas prices all the time. New York's 10 cents cheaper than we are. I'm a little irritated. Not New York.
I got it today. It was like $4.19 at like a marathon. Yeah,
the cheapest I got when I used your card at Sam's, $3.99. However,
that's actually my mother's card.
It's it's 401 now, so it's going in the wrong direction.
If I'm near there, then I'll get it at Sam's. But I was not.
You have to actually swipe the card to be able to use it. You can't just scan it.
That's what you said.
Yeah, or you could just use the Walmart Plus app. That works too. So
that's
what's up, Shorty? What's up, Sal? Thanks for coming.
Hello.
In. Tracy says she was 17th. That's good. Way to be an overachiever, Tracy. We appreciate it. What's up, Karen's at the beach? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, Jimmy with the super song.
I know. How much is that worth? Jimmy?
I think he said. I'm gonna spoil it for him. I think he said about $30.
Cool. I saw it on your Instagram this morning.
Jimmy and I were going back and forth about how much time he's like, is this what it's like to be a full-time reseller? I got all the time in the world. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. It's like being retired, dude. Like we don't do anything. We work for like an hour.
Lay around and do nothing.
Lay around.
I wish. Jimmy inspired me this morning to go to Walmart. I did find some preemie baby clothes on clearance.
There you go. Yeah.
So I have a pile of them over here.
Yeah. No, it's easy being a full-time reseller. We work maybe 30, 45 minutes a day, and then rest of the time. No.
45 seconds.
Oh, yeah. The rest of the time we're drunk and passed out on the floor. Don't do anything.
I wish.
We only get dressed for the show, actually. Most of the time we're walking around in our robes. So
actually, I wear a t-shirt and leggings. This is embarrassing. Sometimes I wear pajamas.
Oh, well, you should definitely tell the internet.
I wear a t-shirt and leggings every day of my life.
That's true.
I wear it to bed. Sometimes I wake up and wear the same t-shirt and leggings the next day after sleeping in it. But I did just shower. He wears leggings. Adam wears his leggings.
God, can you imagine? No, a lot of times we're both night showerers now. So a lot of times you take a shower before you go to bed, and then you wake up in the morning, and most of the time we're running out the door, so it's just easy.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll take another shower because my hair gets crazy.
Yeah, your hair does get a little crazy in the morning.
Thank God I'm getting it cut next week. I can't handle this anymore.
Yeah. Be jealous, everyone. I'm at the Temple of the Whataburger getting dinner. I'm not jealous. I haven't had a good experience. King. Yeah, we did.
That's good. I love Burger King.
Let Sarah be your agent. Yeah, it was okay. I really wanted that new chicken sandwich, but whatever. Let Sarah be your agent / rep. She's tough. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Ooh, Anne had Panda Express. Do love me some Panda
Express. Man, we should have got Panda Express.
Yeah, next time. What's up, Ping? Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
Definitely a tampon commercial voice. That's right.
Extra absorbency.
That's right, extra absorbency for when you have to run a marathon. It wouldn't even come across as genuine. And it's not the stuff. It's so. I mean, and maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a woman, but everything they show on those commercials, in my opinion. Every woman that I've ever known would do none of these activities during
you are correct.
So it's just like I'm watching the commercial and I'm like, Nobody's going to a pool. Nobody's running a marathon. Nobody's hiking or climbing a mountain. Like, no. Every woman I've ever known is laying on the couch telling me how miserable they are, and that
That is correct.
yeah. So they shouldn't even.
You know
care.
what is more realistic is, I don't know if anyone's ever seen like the video somebody did, and it said my girlfriend during her time of the month, and it's a girl under a blanket, and the guy like throws a kitten, and she snatches it up and puts it under the blanket, and then another kitten, and then like some candy bars, and she like
yeah.
that's me.
That
Give
would
me
be what
some kittens and candy bars.
Yeah. Incontinence is a real issue. It's just I don't want to do a commercial for it. So I grew my eyebrows with Rolo labels. It's
nice. Like a wax strip.
He's getting the unibrow gone. Getting the extra hairs right here. Good. That's good. Man. What's up, William? Thanks for stopping in. We sold one for $60. Okay, plus shipping. There
nice.
Dude, we sold 9 Funkos before 8 a.m. this morning. Nice.
Awesome.
I like it. Is anybody else's Walmart out of frozen French fries? It's just it's not ours. Ours has got a plethora. But I feel like
the Rally's ones are good if you get French fries.
I feel like if you run out of French fries in the city of Pittsburgh, though, people will riot. So,
well, there's a potato shortage.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they ran out of the potatoes this year earlier than usual.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I looked it up.
That's one of those plants that you could literally plant in a field of like rocks, and it would.
Well, that's not necessarily true. With potatoes, like, so when you grow a potato, I don't know if you know how to grow a potato.
Yes, and
you cut it up, and you put in when the eyes start to grow, you bury that part, it grows. You have to keep mounding the dirt up as the plant grows because the potatoes are growing out of the plant. It's not a no maintenance plant. You have to keep mounding the dirt constantly.
Everybody that I've known that have grown potatoes in their garden, they came back next year without them planting them again.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they there's a few people that I know that they were getting so mad that they dug the dirt up to try and find what was causing it because it just kept coming back every year.
It was like potatoes.
No, there's obviously a bunch of things under there still growing, and they didn't do anything. It literally went through a winter and froze, and then the next year, more potatoes. And it just, to me, it seems like a weed. It's like our cucumbers that when we plant them in our garden, they take over our garden and we don't have. Yeah. That's what it was like to my friends that planted potatoes. And they said, I'll never plant potatoes again because they just keep coming back.
You know what they should be doing? They should be sending them to Orida.
Somehow or another, Orida ran out of potatoes. So
they need to be.
How does that happen? I keep reading about Buc-ee's from your resellers on the East Coast. There was a video on my YouTube feed about eating 3 meals a day there. I looked at it many videos about eating 3 meals. Yeah, we don't have them here, unfortunately. They're more a southern thing, and they are apparently amazing. As far as their prepared food goes, we've only had their snacks from other resellers sending them to us and us buying a few things off of whatnot. Will you go to Walmart? If you, I imagine that's supposed to be if you go to Walmart, we never know what people will be wearing shopping. That is
yes.
Ours is not as good as some, but the one we used to live near
someone peed on the potatoes there.
That's right. Someone peed on the potatoes at that one.
And it was somebody that went to my high school, guys.
It was nationwide news because my dad called. Asked about it. He was like, "What's going on at your Walmarts?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, what's up, Junk Monkey? Thanks for coming.
Hello.
Disclaimer I did. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi. Drew, what's up? You ain't at FlipCon? No, sir. No, sir. Not our
Too much money for us.
Yeah. And we've got many trips planned already, so that was not in the cards for us. What's up, Mendoza? I put an N in your name again. Sorry. Too far away from me. Yep. But thanks for coming in, Drew. We appreciate it. You lonely? You need some company, buddy.
He has his kids.
That's right.
So cute. That is real.
Oh, yeah.
So cute. Sure. No. It just hurts my heart how adorable that child is. No. The cutest.
No. You can't get attention right now.
Mickey!
Here he comes. Nope. There he comes. He's coming now.
Come here.
Right. They said they wasn't. That's true. Flip the World got a tattoo of Harry Tornado.
Wow. I'm gonna get a tattoo of my
Can't
dog.
see how you'd ever regret that. Daily
You can cover it
gardening
up if you change your mind.
It's daily gardening tips from Sarah. A room tomorrow for strawberries. That's right. Bucky's is amazing. Tune in. Tune in tomorrow for strawberries. Got it. If you're not wearing bedroom slippers at my Walmart, you're definitely out of place. Rachel left.
I wore bedroom slippers to the liquor store one time.
She did. It's true.
Guys.
Rachel left me. Yeah, she bailed out on you and went to FlipCon. The part-time? This is a weird thing to bring up. Yeah, that's I saw some cool footage from FlipCon. It looked like everybody was having a good time. So, not our cup of tea, but hey,
right?
Seemed like a lot of people. We do want to go to a meetup at some point. It just seems like every time there is one, either it's a lot of money or they're just too far away, or like the Prison to Profit one that's coming up is literally the week after we get back from Atlantic City. So that's not happening. But
no, you have to go lay down.
So one of these days it'll happen.
It will.
At the moment.
One of these
days. You're all probably gonna have to come to Vegas to meet us. It's just the way it's probably gonna be. So one person was live at FlipCon on Instagram. I saw a few people. I saw one guy that asked Dave a funny question. So
about the dairy?
Yeah, that's right.
Is it true that dairy gives you explosive diarrhea?
Yeah, that was it.
And he's like, yes.
So, apparently, Flip the World and Dealing with Dalton, they're doing a hot wing challenge or something right now from what I saw on the gram.
Oh, man, I should have been there. I would have kicked all of their butts.
Yeah.
You know it. I have like magical powers when it comes to hot foods.
Yeah, that's about what it would cost us too. $1,000.
Yeah.
I want to get a tattoo of it. Oh, please do. Oh,
You
man.
should.
That would be awesome.
You definitely 100%
I will
should.
send you the headshot for that too.
Make sure you make like a real goofy face too.
That's right. It'll be like
You're such a goof.
That would be awesome. Yeah. So we have a sound effect.
Oh yeah.
It's right here.
He got a bell, guys. You have to put it down. There you go.
So yeah, got a bell. So for those of you that make comments that are facts, you get the bell. Or if Sarah says something that's a fact, it's a bell. Or whatever. I don't know.
Fact?
We're just going to use the bell.
Fact?
We're going to use the bell. Just like that. Anyways.
Every time he hits it, I think of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Guys. I thought, I'm like, we're watching Breaking Bad again because like it's all we ever watch. And I've been listening to the soundtrack in my car. And now every time I hear that bell, I'm like,
no, you left something out. The reason we started watching Breaking Bad is again because I finished Better Call Saul.
Yes, which I was getting into.
Yeah.
Guys, Breaking Bad is so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
It is good. But yeah.
It has to be my favorite show of all time. It has to be. That's a lot of money.
$1,000 for the con. Yeah, that's a lot. I think my next tattoo will be a cat portrait.
I want to get a cat tattoo. Too, Rosie.
Drew wants to get another tattoo. I have a suggestion for you.
I want to get a whole sleeve, and I have like all the things that I want to get, like it saved in my phone. I want to get like a cat. I want to get this military wing thing for my dad. I want to get like a little cabbage. I want to get all this stuff. I want to get a creepy baby doll. I want to get a sleeve, but I just cannot fork out the money for it right now. But eventually, I just really want a sleeve tattoo.
Yeah. Or anybody can tattoo the Pittsburgh Picker logo on their arm too. That's fine with me too. That was the weakest bell sound ever. Is that better?
Smack at bell.
There we go. I've gone to lots of events that eBay put on, but never cost me $1,000 because I drive to Vegas. Yeah, there you go. Hit the bell. This is going to become a problem. Same big. And in their defense, they even call it a con. You can't be mad. That's true. Let's see. Why don't you get mini cabbies on the bench with cabbage boombox tatted?
That would actually be pretty cute.
Yeah, she would do that.
I would have to get somebody really good though, because somebody out there that's a tattoo artist is like not the greatest, and they're tattooing some demented looking cabbies on somebody's arm.
That's right. Tommy needs the bell. There you go, Tommy. Let's see. I follow this artist who specializes in cat portraits. I want one of Palm.
That would be so cute, especially because he has that cute little spot by his nose.
Yeah, Sarah. Yep, should get a cat.
I know. I want to get one on my arm with like everything.
Start a death pile to
I don't have a death pile.
We don't have a death pile, so she'd have like $40 in it from the shoes that she's holding on to.
We are doing a savings envelope challenge. And that's not really a challenge. It's like an envelope.
Yeah, we are. That's true. But
that Adam thought was stupid
at first, yes.
But now is very into it.
So yeah, so tell them more about it. It's weird. So it's a bunch of envelopes, and
yes.
You have
there's envelopes numbered from 1 to 100, and what you're supposed to do is every week is it every day or every week? It's whatever. It's supposed to be, I think, every day maybe, but that's just not realistic. No. I mean, maybe if you're rich it is, but if you're rich, why are you doing this? So it's envelopes labeled 1 to 100. So you get 100 envelopes, you write numbers 1 to 100 on it, and then whatever number is on that envelope, that's how much money you put on it. In it. So if it's marked 1, you put $1 in there. If it's marked 16, you put $16 in. If it's marked 22, whatever, you put that amount in the envelopes. When all 1 to 100 envelopes are filled with the corresponding amounts of money, you have $5,050.
Right.
So that's what we're doing right now to save an extra $5,000, and we're actually doing pretty good at it. Obviously, when you get to the higher up numbers, it's a little bit harder, but we just like. If we get extra tips when we're out driving, or if like we have change, we'll like throw it in a pile, and then we have enough like to go in an envelope, we'll fill it up in the envelope.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of a fun thing. And even if it takes you a while to do, imagine when you're done, you're going to have like an extra $5,000.
It's going to Vegas with us. That's my plan. All of it.
If we get there by that when we leave.
if we ever make it.
We'll see.
Yeah. If our flight isn't canceled by the time.
Yeah.
But,
or if my friends pay me back, they borrow money or whatever, then I put that in there. Yeah. So
every pay period. There we go.
Pad period.
Yeah. Tommy going back to the tampon commercials. It's that's what we're doing. But that's not for sleeve tattoo. That's for trip 1 and trip 2. Well, trip Vegas and then trip A, whatever that normally will be.
Can be for a sleeve tattoo.
Well, if you want.
Hey, I invented this. Well, not invented. I started this idea. You thought it was dumb. And now you're on it.
Nearly 2 years ago, I started a save 75% of every payout challenge. Most months I've dipped in a little bit, but it's nice not having to worry about making bill money every month.
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good idea. Yeah. Drew says, okay, fine, then thrift for a sleeve.
I could.
She could. You should. Yeah. That would be a cool little video.
I'm not going to do a video of it.
How hard would that be?
I don't want to.
Okay. There goes that, Drew.
I could do it, but I'm not going to make a video of it.
We have to make an Instagram reel or something. You have to let everybody know how you're doing on your.
I could, I guess. Yeah. We'll get there eventually.
So many projects.
I could just charge it and get it right now, but
that's true. She could.
What would be the point of that?
Pay 26% interest on it. That'd be awesome. No, not doing that. But yeah, that's it's a cool idea. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, let's see. I just sold a TI-83 calculator for parts and repair, going to the same state I live in. There you go. That's pretty cool. Put that money into a high yield savings account. Mine's paying 2.2%.
Yeah.
If it went into a savings account, though, we would probably take it out. So that's why it's sitting in cash in these envelopes. Yeah. Bolo of the week: microchip cat feeder.
Yeah, she sold one. Did you see that?
What is a microchip cat feeder?
It's a microchip cat feeder.
All of this, it sounds like some sort of like Orwellian microchip feeder for cats or something like that. Here, kitty, have some microchips. Nothing to see here. What is a microchip feeder? Tell us or show us. Does Sarah have it? Do you have it?
I don't think it's still
no,
on
you
her
can't.
Instagram.
Yeah. Rosie's picture, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a microchip feeder? I didn't know cats ate microchips. That's weird. Yeah. That is a good bolo of the week. Bolo of the week. Terrible.
Ding.
Terrible use of the bell. Gotta come up with a better use of the bell. I just like the bell. It's got a happy face on it.
You would like that.
It's precious. I don't know. I've been listening to a couple podcasts and they have a bell, and it makes like everything they talk about a lot funnier when they ring the bell. So that's why I did it. It's an electronic cat feeder that you can either put an RFID chip in your cat or an RFID collar charm. So if you have multiple cats, they don't eat each other's food. Got it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Sold in like an hour, $140 used. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If there isn't footage of the challenge, it didn't happen. That's true. It's very true. My certificate of deposit matured today. They are paying 0.5%. Money market is paying 0.62, so that's where I'm putting money. There you go. That's a good idea. My savings account pays a lot more than 2.2%. I used to make larger buys and make profit well above 20%. Wow. Well, that's pretty good.
Mark is here.
What's up, Mark? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Mark's comment was I had to pause the news video because I wanted to make sure the labels were ready. So I'm like,
I thought he was going to say something about gas station food.
He did not. No, he did not. I think he reserves those comments for this live.
I feel like I eat like 80% of my meals from gas station.
Well, I mean, since we started doing like, extra stuff on the side, I feel like a lot of our meals are coming from restaurants because it's just by the time we get home and, pack up everything or wait to pack up everything, like it's 8:30 by the time we're done. And it's just, and you're starving when you get home. So it's just, it's been,
and I'm still trying to list like 20 things a day, but I'm trying not to go into the drafts too much because I think I have like 130 or 140 drafts that I'm trying to save for vacation.
Are you putting all our good stuff in drafts?
Some of the good stuff, yeah. We need some of the good stuff for later, Adam. Want me to list all 140 right now? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that would be great. The thing about CDs or high yield savings is without is that it's hard to withdraw the money without fees. You need an emergency, right? And we're just not. We would do it, but we're not. That money is not for saving, more or less. It's saving, but it's more or less vacation and play money.
It's fun money.
Yeah, is what it's for. So we don't want to put it in a savings account that we can't access right away. And 2.2% from now till the beginning of next year is not really going to make us that much money. It'll make us $1.50 or something. So yeah, he said rant. That's right. 8:30 p.m. You're just getting up. Yeah, that's normally true. Yeah, we were actually talking about that this morning before you got here. Is that yeah, we only work about 30 to 45 minutes a day, and then most of the time we walk around drunk because that's that's what it's like being a reseller. You don't work that much. So
I've been getting up at 8 o'clock every day. I've been getting up earlier. I'm striving. I want to get up at 7, so I'm going to strive and try to get up at 7.
Mark says just list it, let it ride, won't sell sitting there. That's true. Who has to cook by doing reselling? Who has to cook by? Yeah, it is, and that's another thing is that it is time consuming when you're trying to do everything else that you have to do in a day, and then to stop for an hour or so, and then cook, and then half hour, 45 minutes to eat. It's it's a bit much. That's why the reseller news is equipped with food news, and we talk about food.
It's equipped.
That's right. The Mexican pizza. What did we go over? The Mexican pizza was sold out. Highlighted a restaurant, and then Chick-fil-A is testing wings at some markets. So that's what we went over. I'm assuming most of you watched it already, or else wouldn't be talking about this.
That's what we went over.
That's right. That's what we talked about. So Macari only gave me 100 listings, and I'm maxed out on there. Now moving more to Etsy. Yeah. Macari's been
they do
awful
that
lately. They didn't do it to us.
Oh.
Yeah. We just flooded it.
If I go in and I send out offers and stuff, we actually do get sales, but I just never do that.
Yeah. But we were doing fine without doing that crap, and all of a sudden
I just don't have time for that.
Yeah, but wasn't Macari supposed to go in our jar fund?
Yeah, we got like $25 in there right now.
Yeah. So we're jacking ourselves up.
I mean, I know I gotta list some stuff on there. It's literally my last priority.
Yeah.
In my life.
5th year full-time reselling, solely paid all bills on reselling. Never had a draft on purpose. I can't wrap my head around them. So
what do you mean?
Why? I mean, I'm assuming he doesn't do drafts at all. He just lists everything goes live.
Oh, I do them just because like I try to do 20 a day. So if like for example like or for like an emergency like whenever we both got sick, then I literally can just like go on the computer and list all like 20 drafts at one time with like 3 clicks, and I don't have to sit there and list like 20 items. Or like if we go on vacation for a week, I still want to list 20 items a day. So I have them for that. I have it for like emergency or backup purposes.
Yeah, but
like,
if there's good stuff on there but I'm kind of playing the devil's advocate. If there's good stuff on there, why would you hang on to that?
What are you talking about? It's going to get listed eventually. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I list 20 postcards today and I list 20 shirts,
well, postcards and stuff like that, I can understand because that's.
And I list 5 shirts and 15 postcards or something. Like,
yeah,
or you're welcome to do it if you.
No, hanging on to it till the next day, I understand. That makes sense to me because we try to space them out
right.
so that
or someday I don't want to do any listing.
Yeah,
like,
no, that makes sense too.
Go, like,
but you said you've got like 150 in there, and some of it's good stuff.
Right, and it will get listed in the next week. It's
okay. I'm confused then. I thought you were hanging on to them till when we were on vacation.
Some of it I'm going to hang on to. It just depends on what we get. Like,
yeah, okay.
If you don't like the way it is, you're more.
No, I don't care either way. I'm just saying, I don't want to be hanging on to things that are worth,
like heaven forbid tomorrow I could like break my arm. You know what I mean? And then what am I going to do? Like, you won't do it, right?
Oh, okay. Bulk offers on the desktop take seconds for Macari. You can do that on Macari now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. So where do you have drafts just sitting there? Yeah.
Why is it weird? I don't understand why it's weird.
I understand why they're saying it's weird.
Why is it weird though? Like, what if?
Okay, I can explain it to Kelly a little bit.
We were both
you're not explaining this correctly.
It's for if something happens and you can't.
You're not explaining this well enough, Kelly. Think of it as a virtual death pile. Sarah doesn't like a death pile.
There you go.
She has a virtual death pile, which means she's already taken pictures of them and then sits them down and waits to list them the next day or the day after that, or she mixes, T-shirts with postcards rather than listing 35 postcards in a day. She just mixes and matches. So think of it as a virtual death pile.
I just don't know why it's weird.
Well, ask Kelly.
Like, I just don't understand why that's weird.
Yes, Rosie, it doesn't hurt unless I don't list for more than 2 weeks straight. I have a tiny 350 to 4 item store, 350 to 400 item store. I've never, I've never seen the bulk offers on, if that's what you're talking about. This is better than when Adam left the door open. Someone was saying, if you end and sell similar, you lose some of your items specific. Anyone experience that? Never. No. Well, so I got a confession to make though. 5 Wanda Hall. Anytime we end and sell similar, we're doing it on Vendu because we delist and then relist, so we pull it down and put it back up.
Yes.
So I wouldn't know if it does that via the.
Well, unless it's just on eBay, because I'll pull it if it's something that's just on eBay. I'll pull it down on eBay and do the sell similar. And I haven't had a problem with the item specifics, but I've had a problem with like the description saying it's in the wrong format.
Yeah.
Ever since you added in that shipping thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that might change it up, or maybe the specifics they've changed, because a lot of eBay's changed a lot of specifics in certain categories. So if it's an old listing, it might pop down, and then you can't put it back up without changing some specifics that I've seen.
Right.
But I've never seen it just disappear. That's for sure. So I don't know, but yeah, most of the time when we pull stuff down, they're stale listings, and we're doing it on Vendu, so it has a form, and it tells us what we have to fill in and what we don't. So I wouldn't know for certain. So. But someone else in the chat might. Let's see. That's weird. Okay. I mean, if you want to average 20 items a day for 5 days, 100 in one day and nothing for 4, it's still 20 per day average. Like, I take a day off from lifting.
Right.
So yes, you're right. But like
I did today.
Well, no,
basically,
because we actually have a comment that they were talking amongst themselves, but I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
This is what happens to us too. If we don't list for 2 or 3 days, our sales drop significantly. And it seems like when we're active on the site, whether we're adding drafts or whether we're taking pictures or whatever, just as long as we're active on the site, our sales go up. So that's what it seems like to us. So that's why we've been doing it this way, is because it seems like the more activity you're doing, whether it's putting things in drafts or listing or whatever, it seems like it's better to do it sporadically throughout the week than to just bulk throw out a bunch of listings. So that's why we do it. You do what you do. Just weird that you would just put it all the work and then not list it. So,
I am still listing it. It's just it's a security blanket. Like I said, we both got COVID, and we really couldn't do anything for like a week. So what am I going to do? Just let my business not list anything?
Well, if you think of it as a virtual death pile, that's kind of what we do. That, and we like to space it out.
That's my way. I'm not saying it's the right way. It just gives me peace of mind that, like, say if something would happen to me, or if I would get sick or something, that we can still run our business.
Yeah. Tommy uses the relist. That's what it's for. Sell similars for creating a new listing. So maybe it does. Some things do disappear. What's up, Cindy? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, same. So yeah, this is exactly what's Rosie's saying. Don't know why either, but every time I've missed 3 days consistently, I see low sales for the next few days. Once I start listing, they go back up. Yeah, that's just that, and that's what we've said too. I don't think list it and forget it is a good thing. I agree. It seems like to me that the more active you are on the site, the more your sales kind of go up. And it seems like if you just batch out 100 listings immediately and then take the rest of the week off, you get this like bump in sales for like a day or two, and then it kind of tanks. Whereas like if you're doing it over the week, it seems that it keeps kind of roller coastering on you. I don't know. I could be completely
but at the same time, I feel like all of this is just like people's, like, I don't know, like from their personal experience. I feel like everyone has like a different experience with it.
Yeah.
Someone's like, I haven't listed anything for a week and I'm making all these crazy sales. Like,
yeah. I mean, in considering that like the last 2 days have been pretty crappy for us, maybe we're doing something.
Today was all right.
Yeah. So Mark's gonna have to get a bigger hat. It's true. Get some thicker tinfoil. I got a friend that tried to draft 2022 listings to go live New Year's Day, and he got just over 1,000 listed and had 545 items to go out over the weekend on Monday. Wow. Okay. Wow. So he listed 2022 things on New Year's Day, and had over 1,000 listed and 545 items sold that weekend. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure that could work. I mean, I'd be curious to know the difference. I'm sure it's just us being, going with what we started doing. Because I feel like when we first started in doing this, I think me and you had a conversation where it was like, we should do it this way and kind of sparse it out rather than just list them all like kind of flat. And,
oh yeah. He would get mad at me because we'd get home from an auction and we get like 40 things and I'd list them all that day.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, what are you going to list for the rest of the week? And I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything left.
That's another reason she does what she does, because Sarah has to get it off of her plate as fast as humanly possible.
Yep, I do.
So,
I'm an overachiever, kids.
Kelly, you're starting to get a little too far into the mind of Sarah, and that you could end up lost.
I always do more
years.
than necessary. That's just how I am. That's how I'm always going to be.
If you walked into our house right now with 60 Cabbage Patch Kids, and they all didn't need baths or cleaned or anything, like they were in decent shape, and you were like, here, this will probably take you like 2 weeks to list. Sarah would have it done by tomorrow night.
No, it'd probably take me 3 or 4 days, because those, as you saw today, Adam, now not all of them have hair like the one that you worked on today, the Cabbage Patch doll. Adam worked on a Cabbage Patch doll.
I did.
Today.
That's right.
And he now knows how it is sometimes.
I worked, but the one I worked on was
the one
bad.
from Shorty Resales.
Yeah, the hair was in big
resales.
Trouble.
But do you believe there's no knots in it anymore?
How about this? If you walked in with 60 pairs of clean, ready to go shoes for Sarah,
yeah, oh yeah, they'd be done.
She'd have them done by tomorrow morning. Without a doubt in my mind. Like, and it wouldn't all be on the site. Like, some of them would be in drafts, some of them would be on. I
would stay up until like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it would be done. And that's what she does. And that's
absolutely.
Just so. Junk Monkey started something new with my listings. Every day before I go to bed, I have a minimum of one more active listing than the day before. Never had a draft bank before, but I needed to do it to keep up now. See, there you go. Another reason.
Yeah, I try to also like max over the listings too.
Instead of a barn raising, we should all go to house listing. There you go. Like, everybody help each other. It's fine. No, we're not dogging you, Kelly. We're just saying we're trying to explain ourselves in the best way possible. Because, when you do it your way and everybody does it their way, but it's hard to explain it, because you're like, this is how we do it. And everyone's like, why would you do it that way? And you're like, because this is what we do.
This is my way, kids.
Yeah. But we're YouTube personalities, so we can't just say because we want to. We have to explain ourselves. I've been ending listings and then selling similar. I had 6 items go out today. Yeah,
it does work.
It does work. I guess it depends on the items. If you list 200 iPhones, sales won't drop. 200 cotton ball sales might be as good. Everything is, and that also is true. And a lot of things for us, get flooded too, because like if you list, like we buy people's collections of postcards or people's collections of photos and things like that, and a lot of them are similar. So, and I know, Kelly, you sell a lot of postcards and things like that, but like if we listed 50 photos of the same family, what would inevitably happen is 2 or 3 or 4 of those would sell. And the rest of them would just get buried, along with the next thing. So we try and throw out a variety of things every day rather than just, here's 150 postcards, boom, onto the site, So that's Kelly says, I aim to list 100 items per day. I work a full-time job till 5 p.m. and I list till 9 every night. Then print orders, yada, yada. I tend to take Wednesday and Thursday off because those are the slowest days for me. It's funny you say that. Wednesdays and Thursdays used to be one of our better days, and now they suck. Yesterday was garbage, like hot garbage. And it
was bad yesterday.
Today was okay, was better, but Wednesdays and Thursdays have been terrible, and they used to be decent days for us. Now it seems like Monday and Tuesday are good, Saturday, Sunday are decent.
The weekend's been popping.
It's been good, yeah. So Rosie says, I'm running an auction on some Lego stuff. I don't want to work through. That's what it says. I know I could make a lot. Oh, I know I could make a lot more if I put a few more hours of work in, but I just don't want to. Yeah, there you go. I guess it depends on what you sell. I'm at a point where I sell every day, even if I don't list, but that takes time to build up momentum. That is true. And that's kind of what was our goal.
We probably still would. I mean, I'm sure we still would. I really haven't though. I mean, I've tried it maybe. I mean, I could try it and see what happens.
No, don't do that. No. What are we up to listing wise? I don't even know.
I am on it right now because I was listing a couple drafts.
76.
31, 33.
Yeah. So we're trying to get into that 5 to 7 range. And I feel like when you're in the 5 to 7 listings, you sell a lot more frequently. and you can kind of sleep on your store a little bit more than normal. Not a little bit, but
Yeah.
you can do a little less. I mean, when we didn't list much when we were in Myrtle Beach, and we sold a ton while we were gone. It almost seems like sometimes when you turn that away, the thing on, it goes crazy. But yeah, you can use a photo scanner to post your pictures on eBay. That's true.
No, he's asking.
You use
And I'm
a photo
laughing
scanner to
because
post.
I would never.
No, she doesn't.
It would be, I know I have a way to take the pictures and crop them down that gets no reflection on them.
Yeah.
If I scanned photos or postcards,
It'd be bad.
I would not be selling on eBay.
No.
I use my phone for everything. I would kill myself.
Yeah.
I would kill myself.
Personally, I run everything on sell-through rate ASAP. Thankfully, it's worked flawlessly for 3 years, and business doubles 4 times gross each year. There you go. Works. On your postcards. No, we don't. We picture them. We don't want to invest in the scanner quite yet. If we got to the point where
I have a scanner in the basement.
Yeah, but it's not as good. It's not good enough for do postcards.
Nothing's good enough for me. I'm never using a scanner.
If we ever got to the point where we were buying as much as Kelly and Mark, we might consider something like that. But for the moment, no. We don't. We just don't have the. We don't want to make the investment quite yet because we're not buying nearly as much.
I feel like it's not for me. It's not the investment. It's the time.
No, you could probably get faster once you have the photo scanner, because you just literally have batches
and then,
of pictures.
So then I scan what? I'm scanning photos and then putting them on my phone because I'm not listing it from the computer. I'll tell you that right now.
Sure, you could do that, but what you would do is you'd take like an hour and scan them all. All whatever, 200 of them, right? And then you'd have the 200. Oh, we sold something on Etsy. Yeah. Let's just hear me out. You could do it on your phone. Yeah. You'd scan like 200 or so, and then
I could just take the picture on my phone and then it's already there.
Hold on.
So there's that.
But if you scan your postcards, first of all, the image comes through a lot cleaner. Second of all,
I'm good.
Okay, never mind. Yeah.
If it's going to be for me, we are selling postcards and stuff like that. It's not our main thing that we're selling. I mean, we still sell a variety of things. For me, it's going to slow down the time it takes for me to list it.
It's impossible.
It's Adam. Look, okay.
Wait. Let me ask you a question before you answer. Before you go, if I was able to upload to your phone 200 photos of postcards, you're telling me that would slow you down?
Yeah, because whenever I take the pictures for the listing, okay. Unless it's clothing, because I hate taking pictures of clothing.
I'll take the picture. I have to turn this fan on because I'm sweltering.
Whatever. I'm taking the pictures of the clothing all at one time. If I have like 25 t-shirts, I'm taking 25. Like I'm taking all the pictures for 25 t-shirts at one time, throwing them in a pile, sitting on the couch and listing the t-shirts. If I am going to list a postcard, I'm going to find the postcard. I'm hitting sell similar. I'm tweaking the description to how I want it to sound. I'm taking the pictures right then and uploading them. If I have 250 pictures of postcards on my phone, then I have to go in and upload them, delete them so I don't get confused and upload the wrong pictures. It's just a disaster for me.
Okay.
I'm taking the pictures as
and for those of you that thought that was a fart, that was my chair.
I thought it was a fart.
No, it was the chair turned into the.
I was like, oh, he farted.
No, it wasn't. I heard it too, and I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna think that was a fart. So,
I thought it was.
Anyways, agreed. Once I made the 5K club, sales were just about every day with a very few. We don't ever go without. We haven't had a day without sales since we first started. I would say. We always have sales. No comment. You have to be open to change. Agreed. Scanners aren't expensive, but I bought mine used $100 off eBay. I do 600 DPI. It also takes about 1 hour to do 750 cards. I agree with you, Kelly. I'm actually in the I think it would be faster book, but oh well. You could scan photos, documents, add paper, anything paper related. True.
if you have to sort through all those pictures on your phone, it's
don't.
not going to be faster.
There's a way to do it. I promise you, there's a way to do it.
I don't. Okay. Well, if you want to list the postcards, you're more than welcome to use this scanner and do it.
This is good. This is the most entertaining thing on the planet.
No, I'm just telling you, if it's worth it, if you think it's fine, then you can do that. It'd be actually helpful because we get more listings.
Rosie, I sell around 700 per 90. We're talking about ourselves. Oh, will there be a season 2 to this discussion? Let's hope not. I was just about to tell you need to turn the mic off when you do that. No, it was, I swear, it was the chair. See, the chair makes noise when it turns. I heard it too. I was like, oh, crap. Everyone's going to think I was ripping one. But Adam, our people pay whenever we get a... That's right. That's true. She's already fired up from the drafts. We ain't getting through on the scanner tonight. Maybe another time.
Yeah. Guys, it's a no from me.
True. Mountain State's just joining us and rolling on the floor left.
So, Mountain State was leaving such lovely comments on my Instagram today. Thank you so much. I appreciate those
He does
comments.
that. He comes in batches. Like,
yes. So
like,
nice.
All of a sudden you'll just be like, Mountain State liked everything on your page. I'm like, I appreciate that.
It was really nice. The comments that you left me. I appreciate that. I just sold like the swaddled Cabbage Patch Kid.
Why did the swaddle sell so well on Etsy?
Because I guess it's like it's not handmade, but it's kind of like a unique thing. Like
going to Vegas. It's a Vegas cabbie now.
Yeah, like I didn't even make it to the basement bin. Here it is. The other one fell over. Etsy sale. Precious.
That's right. So we're like Mark. Whenever me and you start bickering about something, we go set us up.
It didn't even make it to the basement bin. I put them in the basement bin, but yeah.
Oh, you got to show your
guys.
your American arbitrage and lady arbitrage.
Yeah. Carrie and Dawn. I don't know if you guys watch their channel. They gave me a shout out. I was like so shocked. Oh, Cabbage Patch falling over. Whenever they gave me a shout out and they said they were going to send me this. Look at this. Is this not beautiful?
Precious.
It's like a cross stitch. It says all babies are special. No two are a match, but the most magical baby or the most special magical babies of all are found in a Cabbage Patch. Look at this. Look at this one. That is the cutest one I've ever seen.
I'm trying to find I'm getting Carrie's channel here for everybody. So
but yeah, Carrie and Dawn found this and sent it to me.
Carrie doesn't have a real.
And I am actually going to hang it up in the eBay room above my Cabbage Patch dolls. But I was like so in love with this. I was beyond excited when she messaged me and she asked for my address.
Carrie doesn't have his link's not youtube.com/channel/American Arbitrage. But there it is. For those of you that don't, we really appreciate them sending that to us.
Yeah, so sweet.
There is Carrie's channel right under Kelly's comment there. If you guys haven't subscribed to them, they're really great people. Didn't you?
All right, get me off the big screen.
I thought you wanted to show your lamb.
Oh, yeah, guys, I got a lamb. It's not Holt Howard. It looks like Holt Howard. It's actually in Narco, Japan, but people are really into this type of thing.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
it's got wheels, but they're not real. Yeah. Whatever. I just cleaned it. I gotta list it.
Let's see.
Yeah, guys, I got a lamb.
Oh, Mountain State says you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you have local in-person auctions? Let's see. Auction Professor has several scanners for his paper items we sell. I'm not taking advice from that guy, Ping. I think scanning would just ruin her workflow. She's able to do what she does so efficiently that time it would take to find a new rhythm would. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Rosie. Ding, ding, ding.
Auction Professor would be 927 years old if half of what he says he did was true. That's true. Something I would hang in the outhouse. Imagine that state.
Guys, I don't even know who Auction Professor is. Does that make me a terrible person?
No.
Should I look him up?
Would you watch any of his stuff considering
all
all the
does
comments
he have a
we get
YouTube
about
channel? Does he have a YouTube
considering all the comments we get about him? I'm
Guys,
sure
I don't even know.
I haven't seen Tommy's rest of Tommy's comments, but I'm sure there's a few more about Auction Professor down here. Let's see. There's Carrie and Dawn's channel. For those of you that aren't subscribed to American Arbitrage, you should be.
88,000 subscribers this guy has. He looks like a creep that lives in his mom's basement. Just saying. Should I have not said that?
That was so neat to see. Funny story. Funny story. My mom and aunt ended up in a fight back when they came out at Nicholas because some woman tried grabbing their Cabbage Patch out of the cart. It was back in the day. That would have been awesome. Was that back in the day or was that recently, Mountain State? Was that like in the 80s? Because that was there was a lot of fights. Oh, Rosie, that's like Sarah. Yeah, amazing in person, sure. Sarah needs her own bell. Better yet, she needs a block 'em button.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
need
should
one.
get Sarah a bell. You're not missing much. JP's a joke.
I
Kelly, I
just
tuned
saw
in
him.
tonight for a laugh. He was telling everyone how good his sales were. Yeah, he was saying you can check out my solds. I was blasting in the chat, and then why? Yeah, he hides his solds, which is not real transparent. Like,
How do you hide a sold?
You make your store private
Why, though?
because you don't want people to know that you're full of poop.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, someone can go to our stores right now and see everything we've sold, which is a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Not knowing him makes you privileged. It's true.
He looks nice.
Tommy, I actually missed the show tonight. I'll have to rewatch it. It's raining here. It's not raining where we are. Not yet. Tomorrow we're supposed to get rain. He looks like
Great.
one of those guys who thinks he can teach men how to get women.
Guys, right? What's happening?
So change the show to the honeymooners for each person is right. Ring the bell and they get a point. I like it. That is what I first thought too, Sarah. It took me forever before I started to watch his videos. I haven't watched him for ages.
He looks unkempt. He looks unkempt.
I look unkempt sometimes. Like I got this poof right here that's driving me nuts. Every time I turn this way, it's like right here.
I'm a little unkempt also. My hair in the back is like I'm getting a haircut next.
Today was a busy day, so
Yeah, we're a little unkempt. I haven't like worn makeup for like days. So I'm unkempt.
I put you don't show solds unverified. I put you don't show solds unverified. Yeah, that's true. Back in the day, yes, it was crazy. These women were throwing stuff. My dad told her they couldn't go shopping together anymore. It wasn't their fault, though. Yeah. No, I've seen videos. The Cabbage Patch Mania was a real thing, and it was like the Tickle Me Elmo doll and everything else that people like got trampled to try and get. I've never once... The only thing I've done that I would say retail-wise that was a little insane was I waited for the iPhone 4 at an Apple store, and I got there at like 4:30 in the morning. And waited in line, but it wasn't a mad dash. Like they had it organized. They gave us breakfast bars and water and coffee in the morning. Came out with a little cart and gave us all breakfast bars and stuff. Yeah, it was really nice. And then you just waited in line, got your iPhone, and then left. But yeah, that was the most nuts thing. I've never been part of like the cattle stampede into Walmart to try and get the $5.99 LCD television or anything like that. Like I would never do it. He uses out of stock, which is fine unless you are charging people money and telling outrageous stories. He also doesn't sell replenishables, so no need. Oh, so everything instead of being sold says out of stock. Yes. This is why, like, there's so much mixed opinions and so much. Like people on there are people on YouTube that are literally just doing YouTube to make money off of YouTube, and that's it. Like there are people that got into the reselling space for just that reason. And the problem I have with stuff like that is there's a lot of people out there giving bad information. Like they're like, "Oh, this is a great whatever," and it's not. Like, and anybody that has half of a brain. Well, no, like we've watched people's videos. Like there's been many people that and none of you are in the chat. Where like they'll pick something up and they'll talk about how great it is. And like I did a sold search on it and came up with like a $5 item. And I'm like, why are you like, you got gall to put this on video because everybody's going to know you're full of I almost said it. Everyone's going to know you're full of it. So, like, that's what bothers me about people like that, is that, like, they're giving out bad information, and there's a lot of people out there that legitimately watch this kind of thing.
But it's so easy to just figure it out for yourself.
It
so
is,
if you're listening to that bad information, that's your problem.
But that's not true. But it's not true, because you do, like, when we first started reselling, we bought a lot of crap that people on YouTube were like, I make so much money off of this kind of stuff, and you don't. Like, you got that 1 in a million coffee mug, or you got that 1 in, million whatever, and trying to chase down that stuff is just the stupidest way to go about reselling. It's better to get items that sell consistently, like Tommy talks about sell-through rates, and things that postcards and things that sell frequently, rather than go, oh my god, I found $100 coffee mug, or I found $100 pair of Jordans. For like, that'll happen, but you shouldn't be going out looking for those things. You should be going out looking for the stuff. And that's what bothers me about people like him, is it's like, if you're so good at what you do, you should have no problem being almost complete. The only thing we don't share on this channel is money. And that's not because of any reason other than we don't want to.
It's really no one's business.
Like, and you could figure it out if you went down through our store and added up everything that we've sold. And we don't buy things that are expensive. There's been plenty of videos, so like, you got to figure that we're smart enough to buy these things cheap enough. But like, if we screw up, we have no problem telling you guys we made a bad buy. Like, it happens all the time. Whoa, I'm way behind. Oh, no, I'm not. Junk Monkey says, I stopped watching him long ago. He's always so negative, and an OMG eBay is trying to ruin me. He tries to teach common knowledge as if he was telling the secrets of the universe. Yeah. I think I actually, now that you say that, I think I actually have seen his videos. And yeah, the oh my god, eBay's trying to do this, and eBay changed this, so now my sales suck. Yeah. AP has been showing off his $1.2 million store value in months of videos, but when you price everything out at 10 times what it actually sells for, what do you expect? I prefer reselling than YouTube. I'm hoping I'm giving good information. Sorry, I missed a lot. Renovations beginning on our house. Oh geez. Last rant. AP.
Time for a sale.
AP has also made comments about being an expert on postcard. He has maybe 4K up and sells a couple here and there. I don't even call myself an expert, and I'm at 31,600.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's accurate. We do the same thing. Like, we're not experts. We have sent Mark many messages when we're like, what is this? And yeah, we have there's things that happen. It does affect new resellers 100%. Exactly. And that's what bothers me the most about channels like this. When they're buying junk and they're okay with making $2 and $3 profits.
But it's so easy to just look it up yourself.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
And like Rosie said, like, people can sell certain things for higher if they have established buyers. Like, did you see on pretty much every sale we had today was a repeat buyer?
Yeah.
Like almost every single sale was a repeat buyer today.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are stupid if you're not running your own comps. I mean, look it up.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
I love when they find a skanky pair of shoes and say it will sell, but you never see those items on their what sold videos. Viewers are dumb. They don't vet anyone. They believe everything. YouTubers cost more people tons of money. Totally true. I don't think sometimes, I do think sometimes people can sell certain things for higher if they have established buyers, but you're dumb if you're not running your own comps.
Right.
True. Ring the bell, Adam, spitting truth out there. There we go. Very true, Rosie. Josh is a perfect example. 20 shirts being sold for $40. True. AP has sold 36,000 items in his life. Do the math. He's broke AF. That's why he's so angry at the world. Right. I mean, Stardom sells. I can have the same pair of shoes as a more popular reseller. He gets 59. I get 29, but sale's a sale. True. I'm an expert in foil hat production. I'm going to list them at $57.50. You should. I might buy one.
I mean, I
will only buy a foil hat if you sign it.
I want to say 60 to 75% of my Cabbage Patch sales from repeat buyers or Instagram people.
True.
And Instagram people don't send offers. They just pay full price.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, it's all about what you do. I mean, we probably get a little more money for Cabbage Patches than most people do because of who we are and because of how many we have on our store. But that doesn't mean that, we're experts. We're far from experts. We learn new stuff every day. It was a lot of the new stuff we learned from you guys giving us tips.
Yeah, like some clothing brands, I have no idea until someone in here mentions it.
Yeah, that's true. And like, we wouldn't even be selling postcards if it wasn't for Mark. So
That's true.
yeah. Not even just YouTubers. If you're a clothing reseller and sell a lot of one brand type of clothing, sometimes you can pull higher dollar because people are already coming to your store. It's true. True. I need to take Rosie's approach and ignore messages. Yes, you do. We're trying. We're trying. I think what people want to do is the shout out for the channel, basically buying the shout out. I don't care for yeah, that's true. YouTube fact checks presidential speeches and COVIDs, but doesn't protect us from reselling in YouTube. That's true. Independent fact checkers. We should be independent. That's what we should. Oh, that's our next scam.
Next scam?
I mean business. We should become independent fact checkers for YouTube for resellers, and then we could have the little disclosure that says like this is bullshit under each YouTube.
You just swore.
But it wouldn't be funny if I didn't.
It's not a family-friendly show anymore.
It wouldn't have been funny if I didn't, because wouldn't it be awesome to just like have our two faces next to it's bullcrap?
I mean, sure, why not?
Doing the classic YouTube thumbnail face. Or this one. The new one is this one. That's the new one. Or
is that the new one?
Those are the poses. See, I'm a fan of Cincinnati Picker's thumbnails. Like, he's got an arrow pointing to something that's like kind of vague, and he just has like 4 words, and it's like, I should have bought this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to click on that because I want to know what it is. And by the time he gets to that garage sale where that big red arrow is, I completely forgot where it was pointing. He could be pointing to the stars, and I would have forgotten by the time he got there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I lied. That's not the Cabbage Patch that sold. It was a different Swaddle Baby.
Uh-oh.
It's one that's the one that's in the basement already.
Yeah. So, Sarah, $57.50 is AP starting price point.
That's insane.
Yeah. Next scam. That's right. Fact check. This reselling YouTube has been known to throw false reselling information. That's right. I'm not trying to have bad customer service, but no joke. I would guess unless 10% of the messages I've ever responded became sales. Why would
right.
And yeah, that's true. That is
it's
accurate.
Definitely true.
And it seems like there's times where, like, if it's a reasonable question, we'll respond. And if there's a laundry list of questions that come after it, same thing. Like 9 times out of 10, they're not going to buy anything. And
yeah, I mean, look what happened with Blanket Lady.
With Blanket Lady, they're going to be a problem and return it or something like that. So, or leave you a crappy feedback. We need to make this a drinking game. Every time Adam rings a bell, you'll be drunk.
You'll be drunk.
Adam, it's called a roast. Tommy did some roast, I think, on a show. I'd love to be roasted. I think it would be hilarious. But then that always worries me, and I end up like Michael Scott, and I'd be crying by the end of it. And be like, you people suck. I'm leaving. Bye. Awesome.
I probably would cry.
Maybe I don't think I would.
You know what? I don't really care. I don't care.
I don't think I would. See, but the roast, I don't think roast would work very well on YouTube because only thing people know of me is from here up. Like, I'm a big guy, so like people could make fun of my weight, but they wouldn't really know.
He's tall. He's tall too.
Yeah. Because those CBKs are so cute and you present them so great, they aren't trashed and dirty. They look preserved, you know.
I do clean them all, unless like they're in like mint condition when I get them.
We touched on this. So Shorty Resells, thank you again for sending us that. We sent us some snacks and a Cabbage Patch, and it's a Babyland General. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're actually relatively desirable, but it was thrashed, and her hair was all knotted up. And like it's been chilling like in the hallway with like the wayward cabbies for a while. Like Sarah sets her wayward cabbies over there, and they just
and then I get to them.
Sit there.
Well, so they're like odd sizes, so like I don't often have clothes for them.
Yeah.
Unless I get like another small Cabbage Patch, or like I find like really small doll clothes on clearance at Walmart or something, and I don't want to sell them naked. Sometimes if I get desperate, I just sell them with a diaper on, but whatever. Yeah.
So anyways, I was like, oh, I can do this. Like, so I shampooed the Cabbage Patch hair and put conditioner in it. And then you're like, Sarah's like, you just got to comb all these knots out of there. And this thing was knotted up. So I'm like,
well, he watched me
pulling on this thing, trying to get these knots out. Like,
he
it was
watched
insane.
me. Yeah. He watched me do one, and he's like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? And I said, This is why I only do one like a day. With like the corn silk hair, those are the ones that I only do like once a day because it is a workout.
Yeah,
I feel like I have like a muscle here from like
I
Cabbage
called Sarah. I'm like,
Patch
can you come
Kid.
in and take over for a minute? And I just sat down and I'm like, whew, that was a lot. So yeah,
He did,
and
guys.
Now my hands smell like conditioner.
Coconut.
Yeah,
That's what flavor it is. Guys, I honestly was so impressed because when Adam does things, he makes a joke out of it. Like when he wraps like a Christmas gift, he's not very good at it. And when he does it, he's like, okay, that looks really good. And it like doesn't, he's like joking around. So he's in the bathroom and I'm like out here and he's like, okay, I'm combing the hair. Like it's looking really good. And I'm thinking I'm going to get into the bathroom. And it's like there's going to be no progress. It's going to still look the same. Well, I go into the bathroom. There's literally like a giant clump of hair on the side of the
she was
sink.
a disaster.
Yeah, a lot of hair comes out of them when you comb them like that.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, it only needed like a couple more like just a little bit
she's good to go.
more vigorous combing. So
I told you I'd save her.
She's bigger though, but I think I have a onesie pajama that will fit her.
There we go. Post a message on OA's video saying this channel has been known to be full of reseller poop. There you go. Fact check, not a real reseller, watch for entertainment only. Like it. I sell a lot of clothes and get messages about measurements, but those are always the people who don't want to buy or want to buy and want to return. That's true. Do you put measurements in your pictures though?
I'm sure she does.
Because if you do, that's saved that most of the time. I mean, we still get the question, and a lot of time we just reply with picture 6.
I guarantee she puts them in there.
Hit that like button, everyone, so Adam can ring the bell. Let's see, 16 likes, 40 watching.
What?
I'm not ringing the bell for that. That's not happening. People do not enjoy being fact checked in this space. Trust me, they get very angry when you expose frauds. I have a lot of enemies from speaking the truth. Most can't handle it. That's a very true statement. It is true. Nobody likes being told they're full of it. But yeah, even more so in social media land. I got 3 messages this morning from a lady who couldn't get her PayPal to work on the purchase. She doesn't want to use her credit card, so I have $2.97.
Are you serious?
Come on. Why does she want to use her credit card? I mean, if she's using PayPal, chances are good she's using her credit card anyways. It just goes through PayPal. Wayward cabbies.
They're wayward.
They are wayward. Yeah. If the cabbie doesn't bath, it gets the hose again.
Guys,
it's too late. I already initiated contact now, and now it's what the lowest you will take. Oh yeah.
Just ignore it. That's what I would do.
Yeah. After that message, I wouldn't even bother. You should ask my family about the year I wrapped everything in duct tape for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Never forget that if you're watching YouTube, you are watching a television show, and you can't believe everything you see or hear on television. Eat the fish, but spit out the bones. That's it. Couldn't be said any better.
God, I'm so glad you got this bell.
I love the bell. It's so true though. It has to be entertaining. And I'm not saying that to be a jerk. Is that if I put up a bunch of videos of me and Sarah going to thrift stores and buying literally nothing, nobody's going to watch. I mean, well, some people are going to watch just because you guys like us. But
do you though?
Most people won't watch. And or they'll watch 30 seconds to a minute of it and be like, these people aren't buying anything, and then they're out of there. So that's the facts, is that you do have to have some entertainment value along with being informative. And that's hard to do in this space, especially when sometimes you just don't find things. Like that cat, when we went and picked up those Cabbage Patches in the middle of nowhere in West Virginia. I still forgot the name again.
Terra Alta.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to make that video entertaining was to show you guys the construction and the crazy drive and while we were waiting in line, because we literally had nothing else, because they just plopped them into the back of our truck and left. So it would have been 35 seconds of us going, these are the Cabbage Patches we bought, and we're going to go into this crappy store that looks like a thrift store, but it ended up not being. And
guys, the toilet paper, though, I wish I would have bought more.
That's right.
We're finally down to being about ready to use that toilet paper.
Oh, there we go. No, Rosie doesn't.
Well,
That
I
saves
thought
a lot
for
of
sure you
questions.
would.
Yeah, that saves a lot of questions. Just lay a ruler over top of it and let them figure it out. We put measurements and still get asked. Same,
Yeah,
we do.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, put the measurements in the description on older items, but nothing less than 3 years old. Got it. I do put measurements on my clothes. I imagine, not cloth. If they ask, I say, see last picture. Yep, that's what we do. The best one was how many miles were on the shoes and how wide is wide.
People ask about that though.
Yeah, people do ask about it.
Like runners. They
Yeah,
do.
I found out from Jimmy because Jimmy is a runner, and he said that people actually do ask that question. It's legitimate, especially if they're running shoes. But it's a tough question for us to answer because most of the time we bought them at a thrift store and have no clue. So,
Yeah.
I think people still are under the impression that eBay is a bunch of people that like found crap in their house and they're trying to get rid of it. And it's not really that way anymore. They accepted an offer, and then the jackass sent a message saying his offer was for free. Oh.
I know, right?
If I had a buzzer, that it would be so much better. That is the worst one. We've gotten that several times. Or we get the offer and it says and free shipping at the top, and that gets an immediate decline. And
Don't you tell me free shipping.
Well, and you can't get rid of the shipping. So every time we hit the decline, we get a message, and they're like, or they'll send another one plus free shipping. And then eventually I'll send a decline back with saying, we cannot remove shipping. So make us what you want to pay with shipping and we'll consider it. And 9 times out of 10, it's declined anyways because it's too low. But like people make like $5, $10 off like offers, and then they're like, and free shipping. And you're like, so you essentially want to pay $3 for this? Yeah.
Don't you tell me free shipping.
I like this response too. When someone asks what's the lowest you'll take, I respond with what's the highest you'll pay, then ignore future emails. Bye to everyone. I like it.
That's awesome.
My dog farted. He's trying to come up for air. Okay, random. I like it. We've had that happen. I try to be nice, but I'm learning not to take the bait and just not respond. It seems to work better. The biggest problem we've had, Mountain State, is that a lot of the times when we get the people that ask lots of questions, or they're, very specific questions, things like that, we either get it back, we get a negative feedback, or we get, or we get, there's a problem with the item when it arrives or something like that. It wasn't the item, I asked you this and you said it was, and it's almost better to just ignore it because, you may say something incorrect, or you may say something that they interpret one way, and it's just a lot of the times it's just better just to ignore it. So, yeah. Yes. I take photos on a hanger hanging up, so there just isn't a way to do a ruler or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. I get the mileage question daily. I tell them every time the odometer's broken.
That's funny.
I like it. I got a return request that really heated me up. I got into it with the buyer. I'm going to make a video about it, but it really pissed me off that I reported their listing for using stock photos.
Wait, what happened? Hi, Mom.
I reported their listings for using stock photos. Is that what you're asking?
But can't you use stock photos?
I think Ed's doing a little revenge. I don't know.
Because I use stock photos.
I thought you could.
Sometimes. But I use stock photos first, and then I take pictures of the actual item afterwards, if a stock photo is available.
Yeah. Your mom says hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hello. I'm petty. Yes, that's true. Adam needs to turn eBay messages off. Oh, yeah. Low ballers get a counter offer of
Adam does that.
I do that too.
Or like a quarter.
Yeah. They pay, I ship. That's what we hope. Yes, you're right, Adam. And technically, no, you can't use stock photos on eBay. That's what Ed says. A lot of people do it.
Oh, I do it all the time.
All those people that are selling stuff from like.
Am I going to get banned? Am I getting not all the time? I would say if it's available and it's newer and I have a new item, I've used it.
Not on pre-owned.
Oh, so if it's new with tag, I can.
I guess so.
Because I've done it with new with tag items before, like Victoria's Secret.
We've never had a problem with it. Yeah.
I like with Victoria's Secret items. If they're new, like sometimes I'll buy Victoria's Secret items and I'll never wear them. And then I'll go through my phase where I'm going to go buy more Victoria's Secret items. So I'll use...
Where's Tina Bina when you need her?
I know, where is she? So then I'll use
because she'd be the
stock
one
photos for those.
For this, I am not buying into it.
What?
You buy clothes and you never wear them, and then you just sell them on eBay. Seems like a waste of money.
Well, I decide against them, like, and then, or sometimes I get a really good deal. Like if I have a coupon, I'll get a Victoria's Secret item for like literally $1, and then maybe I won't wear it.
So you're not taking a loss, is what you're saying.
Why would I return it? Like when I get a pair of leggings for $1, why would I return it if I don't like it? I could just sell it for $20.
Yeah, I could see that. So, Tommy says if it's brand new, you'll be fine. Marketplace Boutique said Macy's came after her for that. That's not good. All of Sarah's postcard photos are the same picture of a flying skunk. Yes, and there's probably a cat paw in it. I use stock photos, less on eBay, but I usually put the stock photos second and put the description stock photos to show fit. There you go. What's up, JD? Thanks for coming in. But yes, Adam, you're right. Taking revenge because the buyer really pissed me off, and only because it was a $140 sale, and the return reason was for the flaw I showed in the pictures. That's not good. Oh my God, send them a Victoria's Secret item to that other Instagram account you told me about. I got home after being out all day, sat down, put on my looked in my Instagram, and she's the first one up there, and I'm like, God, just stop.
Why are you still following her then?
Nah, because she's so awkward.
Maybe you just like looking at her.
No, not particular. I mean, yeah, it's fine, but it's not.
It's fine.
It's fine because I'm a guy and I'm a heterosexual guy, so it's fine. But she's just awkward.
She is. She's being human trafficked, guys.
Like it looks so awkward, and you're just like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you okay? Like, I want to message her and be like, send back the word pelican if you're in danger.
Don't worry about her. You have other problems.
That's true. Occasionally I end a listing just to spite someone who's sending lowball off.
I've done that before.
I like it. It's good. Certain brands will come after you for stock photos. eBay policy is that if they have the photo in the catalog or you own the photo, you're okay. They're okay.
No.
Returns are the worst. True. Whatever state. He's stuttering. Karen, I've done that for buyers that just ask weird questions and I sense a problem. Yeah. Spidey senses. Tommy has spidey senses. He does. I agree, Sarah. It seems that way. I wouldn't shock you.
Yeah, I know,
it's
right?
Very odd.
She's so like nervous all the time.
The only thing I can think of is maybe she's like a total like recluse kind of nerd type person because they do a lot of a lot of Pokemon. So maybe this is like something
she's
really
a recluse type nerd.
Well, no, I mean like you know what I'm talking about. So like maybe like this is something that is really, really uncomfortable for her to do. But she's doing it to make she's doing it to make sales. So maybe that's why.
Maybe
I would have them on as a guest just to ask all these questions because I need to know, as long as she'd like just promise to wear a t-shirt because I don't want it to be like that kind of show. So Chico's just took down a Poshmark listing for a stock photo I used. It was new without.
Oh,
tags.
What is happening?
Yeah, maybe we don't. The only stock photos, maybe don't use them on Victoria's Secret anymore.
I'll do what I want. No, just kidding.
Okay, do what you want.
No, I won't. I won't use them. Whatever. I don't. Like I said, it's not a lot. It's only
most of the stock photos we used was when we bought that wonderful Amazon mystery box, and we used a lot of stock photos for those.
I've used stock photos from Amazon.
I don't think any of those companies were chasing us. So. Those companies were probably scamming people from the get-go. Every one of those items were items that you buy on Amazon, and then you get that message or email that's like, we'll give you a free light or a free charger if you leave a positive review.
Guys, I've gotten free crap from that.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Well, because what's happening
really
is
good.
that,
if it's really good.
Yeah, okay. I guess if it's good,
then I will.
Like those lights that you bought.
I know those have lasted for 3 years.
Yeah,
and I did get something free from them.
Yeah,
for a review.
But if it's a garbage product,
the top one isn't working anymore.
Yes,
the top one stopped working.
Well,
the other ones
are you sure it's not working, or it's just your headlights shining into it, making it think it's daylight?
It might be.
Because I've noticed that when my truck backup lights are on,
it
when I
it
pass
might
by
be.
it,
But
it shuts
those
off.
lights, they sent me a thing for that. Those things have been kicking for 3 years.
Yeah.
They're really bright on the steps. The installation was an ease. I can't say enough good things about the lights.
I haven't received a lowball offer in years. Wow, you're lucky, Ping. My toy distributor has photos on their website and a disclaimer stating "Use them all you want." I like that. That's a great distributor. I wish we had a distributor for anything. We don't. We have no distributors. We're not that cool. We're not like Mark. Adam, have you looked into doing product reviews on Amazon? I think there is some program they pay you for doing per view or something. I've never looked into it. No, I didn't know there was.
Do it.
I didn't know there was. Can you actually do that? That would be awesome.
We should do it.
Then we'll start a YouTube channel unboxing of matcha or something.
Oh yeah, didn't you get matcha?
I did. I ordered matcha.
Did it come?
TikTok got me.
Did it come?
No, it's tomorrow.
You've never had matcha.
I've never had matcha.
I've never had it either.
It's not it's a matcha latte.
A matcha latte.
Kitchi, yeah. Anyways,
matcha latte.
Matcha latte. It's so TikTok got me. There was like a lady that was on there and it was like, "Do you get coffee jitters from drinking coffee? You should try matcha." And I'm like, I should try matcha. And then she went through why it doesn't give you jitters and things like that. And I'm like, and it's essentially just green tea. And I'm like,
it's just green tree.
It's green tree. Yeah. It's green tea. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a whirl. So I found like a small bag of what supposedly is really good matcha on Amazon. And I'm like,
do you mix it with milk?
I think this one already has the powdered milk in it. You just blend it to so it froths up. Yeah.
We got the Ninja.
Mm-hmm. Or we could have used your frother that you sold. But
I did just sell my Nespresso frother on eBay because I never use it. And I barely even use the Nespresso anymore. But I'm going to get back into it.
Yeah. Bing says, I had this one buyer who made a lowball offer every year for several years. I always declined. Finally, after several years, the item sold at my asking price. Oh, there you go. JD says, I cannot find a darn thing in the thrift store. You're at the thrift store right now? What are you looking for? No Jordans? I think about product review. I thought about the product review things. I think it's hard to get into. I'd love to do something like that. It'd be amazing. That'd be so much fun. Rosie loves matcha.
Matcha. Awesome. It's coming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have to try.
I had to order a new clothing rack today. Mine old one collapsed. Oh yeah, is it like that?
Those things.
Are you talking about the one on the wheels that you get at like Walmart that you have to assemble? Because those things are so bad.
Remember whenever I had all my work clothes at your house and it fell over?
Yeah.
And you're like, I tried to fix it, and then I got back to your house. Like I was living at his house before we moved in together.
Yeah,
because we had 2 separate houses, and I sold my house, and then I lived in his house, and then blah 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 blah. Anyway. I was at work and he's like, the clothing rack like fell over. I tried to fix it to the best of my abilities. Please. He didn't. That's not the best of your abilities.
it was.
Oh my God. Do you remember living in that small house together?
Yeah.
With all those animals, 6 cats, 1 dog. I
lived in a little, like.
So small.
Those of you that are on the West Coast. Well, no, there's Jack and Jill houses on the West Coast. It was a 2-bedroom it was a reverse Jack and Jill, so the bathroom was on the outside. But it was 2 bedrooms right next to each other, and then a kitchen and a little hallway and a bathroom, and that was it. And it was from like the 50s, I think the 70s was probably the last time it was renovated.
Oh so my God.
It had a carpeted bathroom, and it was so tiny. It was like,
and the carpet was like dark blue and wood paneling.
Yeah. It was maybe like 750 square feet.
Oh yeah, it was.
But of that 750, 50 of the square feet was next to unusable. So, because the hallway was unusable.
The hallway was so weird.
Yeah.
When we first met, you were like hanging out in the hallway.
Yeah, it wasn't really a hallway. It was like the 2 bedrooms were next to each other, and then the hallway ran behind the 2 bedrooms, and it was almost like a wide, like a narrow room. It was, it was. But eventually, we moved it around. But yeah, when Sarah moved in, it was a lot. So it's fermented tea, right? Yeah, I think it is. It's definitely. It might not be fermented. It's a powder. I think it's green tea powder is what it is. Kombucha is definitely fermented.
Fermented, yeah.
If you aren't used to matcha, just add a little powder and work up. It's really good, but quite strong in flavor.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Tracy, that's why I got the latte version of it, because I guess it's sweetened already and it has some milk in it. So it's supposedly like an easy way to get into it. But yeah, it's not like just matcha powder. So I tried kombucha once. I wanted to lick the dogs, the dogs behind to get the flavor out.
I like kombucha.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that is kombucha. Matcha is very finely ground tea leaves, so you're actually drinking tea leaves.
Oh yes, I did read that somewhere.
I know a few people that do Amazon reviews. They enjoy it. Oh, I skipped Mark's comment. It was good. So Adam's to-do list: 1, move to the other room. 2, look into voiceovers. 3, look into Amazon. 4, go to Sheets. You got that all backwards. 1, go to Sheets should be number 1, and then number 2 or move to the other room is never going to happen. And I also missed Junk Monkeys. I had to order a new clothing rack today. Oh no, I already got that. So let's see. Okay, I was curious about trying. Thanks, Tracy. Yeah, I'll let you guys. We'll report back on Sunday. Sarah doing the walk of shame with one of Adam's shirts on.
Actually, I never did the walk of shame. I just stayed there. I just suctioned on.
Sarah,
it was funny. Like our second date, I was gonna I planned on staying over. I had a bag in the back of my car. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just stay here. I just happen to have a duffel bag in the back of my car.
Yeah, but you keep a duffel bag in your car. I'm
yeah, I do. He gets embarrassed easily.
I don't, though. I mean, I do. Yeah, I do. Let's see. Okay, I love tea, all kinds of flavor. I might have to try. We'll let you know on Sunday. Let's see. Tell me I'm practicing doing postcard reviews. I like it. That would be hilarious, actually. I have no clue how people make full-time money reselling. We can tell you. Quantity. Lots of quantity. It can be done, JD. It can be done. I promise. We're kind of doing it. We used to, well, with the way the economy is, we're not completely full-time, but 90% of our money comes from eBay full-time.
10% comes from delivering it to people's houses and walking up their janky steps and almost breaking your ankle.
Yes, that's accurate. Lately, we've been doing stuff like that just to kind of and it's not. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and people are like, you're not full time anymore. You're doing something else. I'm like, look, the something else is purely so we don't have to tighten our belt. Like, we don't want to tighten our belt. We'd rather work more and continue to travel and continue to do crap that we want to do, and
cars,
and order pizza when we feel like it, and go, like that. Like, if we really wanted to, we could take what we're making on eBay and everything else and pay all our bills and just do reselling, but then we wouldn't be able to do anything else
and eat like at home and cook our own stupid food.
Yeah, but we don't want to do that, so we're taking a couple hours out of our day to make some extra money. What's wrong with that? It's currently my favorite item from Starbucks, matcha green tea latte. That's exactly what I got, the powder.
Well, maybe
and everybody said in the comments that it was like Starbucks's, so I'm like, all right, I'll try it.
Starbucks
is it gives me more energy. Yeah, but Rosie, does it give you the jitters at all? Like, do you get, if you drink too much coffee, do you get the jitters and you feel like you're kind of fluttering a little bit? Because that's why I was stopping drinking coffee, because when we got sick and had COVID, I laid off coffee for like 3 weeks, and I was getting back into drinking coffee, like 1 cup regularly a day, and it wasn't giving me the jitters because I was doing it more often. But when we got sick and I took a break, I had 1 cup of coffee after I started feeling better, and I got the jitters again. And I'm like, crap. I'm like, I just need to just figure out something else. And then I was scrolling through TikTok, and some lady was like, do you get coffee jitters? Try matcha. And I'm like, what's matcha? So I had to look it up. And then I was like,
I kind of knew about it before, but I didn't remember that it was like the ground up leaves. Like Tracy said that it was until she had mentioned it.
Is that tea like I'm assuming he's saying monkey poop coffee. No.
Yeah.
And it's cat poop, by the way.
I think isn't there a monkey one too?
Oh, maybe there might be.
Isn't it what is that thing called? I know what it's called.
I thought it was cat.
Isn't it like something with CAL in the name?
Mark, are you being facetious or is there really monkey poop coffee? Have some vintage ashtray sales. Oh, great. Yeah, vintage ashtrays are great. Some of them sell for like the Las Vegas ones.
We have a bunch of those.
Yeah.
We should just sell them.
No, I liked all the ones that are there.
I know you do. You're obsessed with them.
But yeah, some of them sell. The McDonald's one, though, the Amber McDonald's one, that one sells a lot. Rosie loves you, by the way.
I love you too.
Hey, Bearded PokeTuber, what's happening? We're talking about kombucha and matcha, Bearded PokeTuber. You probably already know that because you came in at 10:31 and it's 10:34. It doesn't happen overnight, despite what you may hear on YouTube or Instagram, any big fancy channel. It's true. 100% based on what you buy. If you buy bad, it's rough. True. I used to have a full-time job, and reselling was my extra money side hustle. Then reselling became my full-time job, and now Instacarting to make money on it as a side hustle. See, a lot of people do it, and it doesn't get talked about enough, unfortunately. But a lot of people do stuff like that. And we were before this. We were cutting grass, and he was plowing snow. Yeah,
so we were still doing that also. But the sad part about it is, like, doing the deliveries, you make so much more money than cutting grass. We do.
I mean, and you can make Tommy's full time. I mean, he's 100% full time, but he does a lot of shoes, and he has sources for shoes. As our reselling business gets bigger, hopefully we can phase out doing anything else. But at the moment, we would rather not. I mean, we could phase it out now. Let's be honest. We could totally phase it out, live a little bit tighter, and not do the crap that we do on a daily basis, and we'd be fine. But we don't want to do that. Like, what's the point? I
want to enjoy my life.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing, and it works. But yeah, no, a lot of resellers do other things, and don't let them tell you otherwise. I'm actually phasing down to mostly postcards and YouTube.
Nice. Good.
I don't drink coffee, but for months I was drinking these energy drinks, and they were effing my sleep schedule. Now I drink tea. Okay, I can see that.
I love coffee. But here's the thing: I haven't drank coffee since getting COVID. I just haven't wanted it at all. And anyone that knows me knows that I literally have 3 different coffee makers in the kitchen.
She does.
And I have not drank
2
coffee
Nespressos, 1 Keurig. I love coffee, and I like having something like warm that I know is going to give me a little energy in the morning. Like, it helps me. But like, I don't like feeling like I'm going to jump out of my skin for the next 3 hours. So I'm hoping that this is an answer to that. That's what I hope. And Rosie's singing its praises. Sell a few items per week, but maybe I'm being too selective in my pick. Probably not. I would, JD, if you want my honest opinion, find things that you sell and that sell for you well, and then try to find a way to get a lot of them at one time. I mean, it sounds like a really
many.
It sounds like a really stupid piece of advice, but it's not, because when you go to a thrift store, the likelihood of you walking into a thrift store and leaving there with 30 items that are meaning like 35 to 40 t-shirts, 35 to 40 Cabbage Patch Kids, 35 to 40 video games, whatever it is, it's slim. Like, and I'm going to throw Tommy slightly under the bus here. I highly doubt Tommy gets those big giant bags of shoes that he posts on his Instagram reels from a thrift store. Like, I doubt Tommy drives to 50 thrift stores a day. Maybe you do, and that's awesome.
I don't think that's throwing him under the bus.
And unfortunately, Tommy, when we're in Delaware, we're going to be driving around to thrift stores stealing all your shoes, if that's what you do. But I don't think that's what you do. I think you have sources, and I think you buy lots of shoes from different places, just like we buy lots of postcards, we buy lots of photos, we buy lots of Cabbage Patches from different places.
And we did have a source for clothes and stuff.
We did.
We knew someone that bought like a big storage locker, and we were getting so much stuff from him.
And that's how people make full-time money on eBay, is that they have 4,000 to 5,000 listings of things that they know have good sell-through rates, and it works for them. And then they just continue to replenish that thing over and over again. Mountain State says, oh yeah, I have to drink decaf. If it's loaded with caffeine, I couldn't do it. Monkey poop coffee. Honestly, I thought it was a puma cat poop.
It's civet. Someone said it's civet.
Okay.
I knew it was something with a C.
I think I saw where it was a monkey would eat the coffee beans and then ferment in the monkey and then poops it out together. I thought it was cats.
Yeah, it's a cat, but there might be a
Cappy Lewak.
It's called Cappy Lewak.
Tabby Lewak.
Come here. Someone's saying hi to Kitty.
There's
She's
half
very
calf coffee. That's true.
sassy.
See, and here's the funny thing is I found that decaf actually reacts. Oh, oh dear.
She's
I
not
found that
happy.
decaf doesn't have the same reaction, but I don't react well with decaf either. And I read a couple articles about people saying that decaf has certain things in it
Oh,
that
she's biting
people
me.
that have caffeine problems really it doesn't help you. So that's just I don't know how true that is, but I started out. JD, there's a very good bins there. Isn't there Lululemon? Is it
Stop.
Lululemon?
Did you just
Lululemon
see
is
her
big
trying
there.
to bite me?
Yeah,
She's so
that's just-
sassy right now. Look at
Kopi
her.
Luwak coffee. You must be fairly freaky to drink cat crap coffee.
Come here.
That's true.
Come here. Oh.
What are you doing? Were you
I'm
trying
just-
to get attacked by a cat?
No, she's being sassy. I wanted everyone to see her cute
So
little face.
put her on your shoulder while she.
That's what
bites
she
your
does.
ear.
Would you stop it? Come here. Come here.
Ed says I drink a blue monster before bed and I knock out 5 minutes later.
Oh my gosh,
No.
Ed, you need to cut down on the monsters. Your blood is going to thicken, and you're going to have a heart attack.
Here we go. Story time with Adam. Labels loaded. I live very, very well in reselling, and I barely graduated high school. Reselling is our only income. It's all about cash flow. True. No way. I drive one place. They are bagged, and I pay up, and I send access to a friend. See, I knew it. That's the way to do it. Honest to God, is you've got to have sources, and you got to be able to buy in bulk and be able to make a decent investment. And I mean, when last year when we made our biggest investment we were spending what $400 to $500 a day at auctions. And we
A
were
day?
one auction we'd spend like $400 on the weekend.
Yeah.
And we'd spend like $300 with our guy that was selling clothes.
Yeah.
And we spent another $100
Not
some odd
$400 like every day.
No, but we'd spend between $1,500 and $1,000 a week on reselling.
Yes.
Because we were trying to blast our store and get as many
Yes.
items in it. But
Yes.
there comes a point where you're doing more maintenance
Yes.
than anything because you have so many items that you're just, you sell 20 or 30, you replace it with 50, you sell, and you just keep doing it. And that's what we do. So it's still cat poop or monkey. That's right. I drive to one place, have 3 connections. When I catch up to my money pile, I'll go to thrifts again on the weekends. So there you go. Ever try Chick-fil-A coffee? No. What is it?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of all these C words.
What is that, bearded PokeTuber? So pretty. The cat.
She's sassy.
True, no poop coffee for me ever. Same. I think this year reselling will actually match my W-2 job. That might be a sign there for you, Ed. Rosie, that's 100% why I don't buy anything on purpose. That doesn't have an insane sell-through rate. It's very tough if not true. I worked overtime to save up $100 and then used that to buy my first items. Then sold, reinvested, rinse and repeat. I have far more in inventory, but we all started in the same boat. $0 and no items. True. I can't stop, Sarah. It's so delicious. That's terrible for your
Ed,
heart.
you are going to die.
My ASP is $80, but my buy cost is $17. My sell-through rate is 3 to 4 times listed. See, it's not. I mean, it is hard if you don't have the capital.
It's
but
not hard. Then you're like, it is hard.
No, I mean, if you don't have the capital, but like Kelly said here, is that saved up $100, then used it to buy my first item, sold, reinvested, repeat. I have more inventory. So yeah, there you get a bell for that.
You get a bell.
It's made from ground and roasted chocorée.
I think it's chicory.
Chicory instead of root. It's a root instead
Yeah.
of coffee bean. So does it have this
flavor? What is the flavor?
Does it have does it have an energetic effect, or does it have caffeine? Like what is what's the purpose of drinking it?
What's happening? What's going on? It says it tastes bitter, but when you roast it, it transforms it.
So does it have caffeine in it?
Strong, toasty, and nutty.
Okay.
You know what that reminded me of on Austin Powers when he's like, it tastes a bit nutty or whatever. And then he's like, oh, it tastes like shit. And they're like, that's because it is shit. I don't know if it has caffeine.
They actually opened a Value Village boutique in my area. So it's a Value Village /Savor where they pick out all the good stuff and send it to the boutique store. Yeah. And that's the biggest problem with thrift stores right now is they're all starting to catch on. I saw Kerry, we'll give him another shout out, American Arbitrage, on his Instagram. Did you see the Goodwill video game store that he went to?
No. I saw when they went to Goodwill boutique or whatever.
No,
him
this
and,
was a Goodwill video game store. I can't remember what it was called. And it was basically all the video games. He's like, you ever wonder where all those good video games go from Goodwill? Well, they go here. And their prices were ridiculous. They were asking like $150 for a GameCube. They were asking like $12 for a Madden Wii game or something. Like he pulled out all like crappy video games that like amateurs would buy. And, well, I mean, you got to do your comps, right? You don't just go in, walk in, and be like, "Oh, look at all these Wii games. I'm gonna buy them all," and then find out they're all worth $4. But yeah, that's what he was, and it was interesting. I've never seen one of those before, but it was like a GameStop, but it said owned by Goodwill underneath the sign.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, chicory coffee has chicory in it, and it's a thing in the South, right? I've never heard of it. This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
I've heard of chicory. I just never heard of it as like a drink or whatever.
Yeah. Good point, Kelly. There you go. Chicory. It's hard to make my point clear into a character. Sorry. No, it's good. I liked it. Yeah, it gives you a little buzz. Tastes a lot like coffee. But does it? I need to know if it has caffeine in it or not.
It says no. It says no.
Okay.
And I just Googled it. It might not be true.
Apparently it smells like corn.
We have another cat.
You can buy yourself out of business. Cash flow. True. The grind is what the Goodwill thing's called. The grind. The grid. The grid. That's the Goodwill.
Adam's reading lessons tonight.
It was crazy high price. Yeah, the grid.
Can you get out of here? Can you move? Thanks.
If you've ever gone to Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans, they only serve coffee / chicory blend. Interesting.
Oh.
Never heard of it. And it's good. Yeah, Mark, if you don't keep track of your purchases, you can dig yourself into a deep hole. True. So freaking good. How many kitties?
5. We had 6, but one died last year.
Yeah, and you only see 4 because one of them's very skittish.
Yeah,
She hates
life.
I never. Sarah claimed she had 6 cats, but every time I went over her house when we were dating, I only saw 5, and so I called the other one fake cat for a long time because I never saw it. And then finally one day she brought her down, and she is very as soon as she put her down, she bolted back into her hiding place.
Yeah, she hates. So, she hates life.
She lives downstairs, and she has a big bed and a nice big cat tree and litter boxes. She just hates life. She just doesn't want to come up here. I think she's scared of me or the dog. Like she'll come up to you every now and again, but only the one time she was chilling out on top of the cat tree. And pet her.
She was the weirdest cat from the day I met her. If anyone has cats, when you have a kitten, kittens are like they sleep all the time. They let you pick them up. They, let you play with them. If you don't let your cats outside, you could let a little kitten outside. It's really not going to run away when you first get a kitten. She was not like that. She basically just would she was just a freak. She would always hide when she was a kitten. She wouldn't come out. I just don't know what was wrong with her. And I got her when she was 3 months or whatever. Just like I've gotten... All of my cats were kittens, except for Belle, the little calico one that was up here. But she's just weird. And I always find that males are more friendly. Yeah.
My gross will hit about 275,000 this year, listing about 15 a day. That sounds great, but that's nowhere close to what net is. Reality isn't gross. True. Awesome. I love kitties. I'm sorry for the loss. Don't worry, Mountain State. He hung in there. He was 20 when he died.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing well though. He didn't really lose a step until the last week. And then that's when we found out he had cancer. But he was 20. He hung in there. He had a good long life.
Yep. I got him when I was 21 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cafe Du Monde is so good. Coffee pretty good. Love their beignets. She hates men. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pittsburgh Zoo. Yeah, it's close. Fake cat. My cousin had a cat like that. She sent me a pic, but I swore she was lying. Never seen her. Still never seen her.
I want to get one more cat. I would say I want to get another cat, but it's such an adjustment when you get another cat. There's lots of hissing.
Yeah. There's some fighting.
You have to you're supposed to keep the cat isolated when you first get them, because a lot of times when they're from a shelter, they get the upper respiratory infection, and those can be contagious, and it's just a lot. So I don't know. I don't think I want to get another one. I kind of do, but
We probably
5 is good for now, I think.
Yeah. We got some old. We got one old one. The orange one that you see constantly. He's
Tiger.
what, 15?
He is 17. Maybe no, wait.
No, he's
I got him
15.
in 2008. So he is 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's doing well. He's still spry. He's still a jerk,
Yeah.
and he loves fast food. He does. He's crazy. Whenever you come home with fast food, he's like right next to you.
I do
He's like
give
a
him a little
dog.
piece of burger.
Yeah, he's like a dog. Like he sits there and stares at you while you eat. Kelly says my goal is to hit 150K a year, and then I might be able to leave my job. Got to make. There's Tiger. Hello. Yep.
Always purring.
All true. I used to do rescue many years ago. We had 17 at one time. Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a lot of cats. That's a lot of hissing and meowing. I imagine. What is this? The You Pet Tiger Hour?
Yeah.
Here, we'll
guys.
do this for Mountain State.
Oh, here, say hello. He's not looking now. He doesn't want to look. He doesn't want to look.
He's embarrassed. Why is he so embarrassed?
Now he's pushing the computer now. Here, say hi. There he is. He's like, I don't want to look at you.
He's embarrassed. He's embarrassed to be on camera. So.
Yeah.
Let's see here. USPS sent me a large flat rate box instead of a shoe box. What the hell am I going to do with these things?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah, nothing. What is it, like $21, $22 to mail that thing? I mean, I guess you could use... How many did they send you? Well, wait. If they sent you the wrong ones, you can make them come back and get them, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think you can.
Maybe.
Unless you ordered the wrong ones, then.
Or if
then
there's
you
like a
notice.
ton, if there's a ton of, or not a ton of them, you probably could take them to your post office.
Yeah, probably. How can you feel comfortable with your traveling when you have a zoo to support at home? I guess cats are independent. Did you teach them how to open food camps? No, we have
Somebody come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's here all the time. And
Yeah.
our dog is constantly watched at somebody's house or somebody.
Yeah, we're actually taking our dog with us on our next vacation.
Yeah.
But
Mickey's
I have a
coming.
girl I used to work with that comes and takes care of everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Or my mom stays here or something. Somebody stays
That was
here.
that was another reason that I don't want to get another animal right now because it's so hard to like find someone you trust to be in your home at all times. So
yeah. I have a cat with diabetes and he loves people food. There you go. I'm retired and could do resailing 150%, but not needed right now, so I'm slowing it down. Yeah, you might as well when you're retired. Most of them get along, so pretty.
yeah, ours get along. They fight sometimes,
kitty.
but they're just like play fighting.
Yeah, pretty kitty. They all pick on the calico though, because she's a runt, so they all pick on her.
She only weighs like 7 pounds.
Yeah,
I call her my little tiny tater tot.
don't even order boxes. You need room for inventory. Well, Tommy and the UPS guy.
We are still using, guys. Do you remember last year when Adam ordered all those boxes? Oh my gosh. So we're still going through them. We probably have used half of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but we have had to use more like order more padded flat rates and stuff like that.
Only 10. You're good. Take 10 packs or 10 boxes. Either way, you can take them to the post office. Yeah. That's what Tommy said. Ping has 5 cats. They are the grandchildren of a feral cat my significant other fed. Against my advice, they are outside cats and skittish if outsiders come to the backyard. Oh, interesting. Ship everything poly. Mat boxes are a waste of space. I disagree.
What about a ceramic Pyrex?
He doesn't sell. He only sells shoes.
I know, but you're saying everything. Is that like?
Tommy's
Should I just put my Pyrex in like a poly mailer?
Tommy's just out the door.
I might get broken.
with our
just
watermelon poly bags.
We got those from Angie Resells.
Yeah, on Rachel's giveaway day
Yeah,
or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll leave them at the post office in the morning when I'm dropping off packages. I'm cheap and like the price of free. Yeah, true. Never ship a hat in a poly. I'll use in a box. Yeah, true. I do need to get some larger size polys for those shoes though. Yeah, we have a some bubble mailers that we use for stuff like that are pretty large. You have to use tape, right? Yeah. Taping a shoebox costs more than a poly. It's true. I mean, you have a point. There's no doubt about that.
But you could technically use the priority mail tape, although they don't like you to use it on priority mail boxes.
Well,
I
he
do
only
it
uses
anyway.
UPS.
Oh.
Priority mail tape.
I do it anyway,
It's free.
guys.
And
they
we use
don't
the
want you to do it,
snot
but I
out
do
of
it.
that stuff. anytime
snot.
anytime there's a priority mail and it's not eBay, I'm using it. I needed to say we don't have that many now. It was stressful and couldn't go anywhere. Plus the vet visits and litter was crazy to keep up with. I just have 4 now. 15, 14, 14, 4.
Oh,
You got a baby in there. Yeah.
Yeah, our youngest one is like 3, and the litter is ridiculous. How many litter boxes do you have? I used to have, when I had 6, I had 9 litter boxes.
Yeah.
And right now I think I only have 6 or 5. I have 5 now. I know you're supposed to have +1, but I have one downstairs I never use. So whatever.
Yeah, sure. Bitter Pokey Super Tuber says, I do have a bunch of the long priority mail labels that I do use occasionally. This stuff, if you call the number and they're going to ask you some questions, and you should answer them whichever way you think they want to hear the questions answered. But they'll send you a bunch of rolls of this for free. If you ask for too much like we did, they might ask for approval. So maybe don't ask for a lot right up front, but yeah, priority mail tape. And you can use it on anything. They say you shouldn't use it on priority mailboxes, but we do because these suck and most of the times don't seal correctly. So if they if they would ever to complain, I'd be like, yeah, well, your stuff doesn't seal. Especially these things do not seal for crap. Like this
you're right. And some
piece
of the boxes don't either.
Yeah. So this always gets priority mail, and if they were ever to complain, I'd be like, well, your envelope doesn't seal correctly, so you can suck it. Poor people spend money they don't have. Rich people spend money until they are broke. Wealthy people increase their wealth. I've been poor and rich working on being wealthy. Might fail, but I'm going to give it my all. Okay? I like it. My fish pee and poop in the water they swim in. That's accurate. 4 boxes. They do well and clean every day.
Yeah, I clean mine every day too.
The boxery has 1,012. Tommy, are you getting paid by the boxery? Because you bring them up all the time.
He loves the boxery.
How much are they paying you? Tell me. The boxery has 1,000 12x15 poly bags. Amazon $75 free ship. That's cheap. Military kits have tape as well. You can order. Yeah, but it says something different, I think. I walked into Bearded PokeTuber. I walked into my post office and asked them for a roll, and they gave me 2, and that was where we first got it. And then we called the number that if you want, reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll give it to you. And you can call them, and they'll send it to you. So it's worth it for me. The boxery Kelly's getting paid by the boxery too. The boxery is my jam. They sell almost everything I need. Super fast shipping. Wait, let's say that. The boxery is my jam. They have almost everything I need. Super fast shipping too. Okay. Look at this. We're getting commercialed. That's where I get my polys from, the boxery. Look, Ed's on the payroll too. I really use tape on the Tyvek or on the boxes if they sell some. Really? Oh God, the Tyveks, Rosie, the Tyveks. There's times where I'll just shake it and this like little strip will fall off.
Honestly, though, I have to agree with Rosie. It does depend on the Tyvek because sometimes it really seals good. But you're right. Sometimes like it's 50-50. But if I'm for some reason shipping, like you do most of the shipping if you're out or something, and I'm doing shipping on Poshmark and I'm using like the regional A boxes or something, because I'll use those for clothes because you can use anything. Yeah. And we have like A boxes, and I push it down and I seal it. It pops right open as like I'm putting the shirt in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, they're junk, but yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
Unless we get like a bad batch.
I wish they paid me. I've spent a dump load of money with them. I don't rely on USPS self-seal. It sucks. The only one and I've said this live many times, the only one I'll rely on is this one. I trust this more than I trust Sarah, and I trust Sarah a lot.
What?
So, this seal is amazing. Like this thing, you could literally stick this.
You trust a flat rate pad.
I've said this. No, it's a way of saying that I trust this seal so much because, like, we have stuffed this thing to the point where it is bursting, and that seal holds perfectly. The seal on these things are amazing.
I put backpacks in there.
Yeah, we put a backpack in there. Yeah, same here. I use tape on first class parcels in those larger boxes. Never had an issue. I use them all the time. Flat rate seal's amazing. See, prenup. I knew it was coming. The padded flat rate seal's amazing. Does anyone buy a box DVD full season? I guess it would just. I guess it would just like depend on what show it was. Oh, and if they're sealed.
Yeah.
The really popular shows like Breaking Bad or Sopranos or Seinfeld or stuff that they sold a lot of aren't real great. But some of the ones that are really there are some out there that comps are doing really well. Bought a couple. Cool. If I overstuff a 1097 or a 1092, I might use tape, but I don't that often. See, what's happened to us, Rosie, is like I'll seal this thing off and then I'll like just go like this and throw it back here, and then Sarah will come in and she's like, that's open, and it, like this seal is already popped. And so I just started using tape on all of it now because like some of them pop, some of them don't, and I just don't trust it. So if it has a barcode, I scan them, but not that often. Yeah, I don't either. Horror, yeah. If it's horror,
yeah, or like something like you said that they don't have on like streaming services,
yeah,
or something.
Yeah, I just sold a box set of some BBC travel show for good money. Yeah, stuff like that. They're always it's always weird stuff too.
Remember, Adam, when we first started doing this, you got those like anime.
Oh yeah, the anime box sets. Those were good.
Yeah,
that wasn't. It was at red, white, and blue. But yeah, they were good.
Oh, okay.
Anime stuff. Yeah, JD, some big money on box sets. Some Australian shows can do 800 plus pre-owned. Wow. Yeah, it's the rarity. I got the Gilligan's Island complete series. If it comps well? I mean, it should. I don't know. I would feel like older stuff, and I don't think you can stream Gilligan's Island, so that might work out. It's really stuff that's not on streaming services, like she said. Bowling balls will pop the seal off a box. Mark has like 6 jokes that he rotates through in different ways. It's sheets food, prenuptial agreement, and bowling balls. He really dogged me about the bowling ball, but we paid $2 for that thing and sold it for $30. So I mean, that's a great flip, and he's still dogging me about the bowling ball. How long have you guys been reselling? It's our 3rd year.
Yeah, but only like our 2nd year full time.
Yeah, we went full time after our 1st year because we were doing so well at it, and Sarah had walked out of her job, so we kind of had to.
I was like, "Peace out." Yeah. Literally walked out in the middle of the day.
But to be fair to Sarah, her job was awful,
stressful.
So, very.
Yeah, it was really stressful.
To the point where Sarah would like pull over because she thought she was going to vomit on the way into work every morning.
Correct. That is an actual accurate statement. Yeah, I would.
But yeah, after our 1st year, we went full time. But we also invested a lot of money that 2nd year, like a lot of money, thousands. Yeah. So, yeah.
Millions. No, just kidding.
We spent, that's our 2nd year. We spent a lot of money because we had a guy that we were buying brand new Nike clothes off of. We had auctions that were really good and had a lot of bulk items. We had a pretty good source for shoes too, and so we spent a ton that 2nd year. So how many bowling balls have you sold, Mark? Yeah, none. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. None. I cannot get myself to buy them. See, you shouldn't. Hey, John. What's happening?
Hello.
Buddy? Man, John, you've been selling some sick shirts.
Yeah, he has some good shirts.
Yeah, you've been selling some crazy shirts. So I saw Sarah saw the Grateful Dead shirt that you were selling. And she's like, I have that shirt. I'm like, no, he has the one from 96.
I have the screen
You have the
one.
brand new one. Yeah.
It's not brand new though. Mine has holes all in it.
But yeah, nice. I love the shirts, but
yeah.
Let's see. I started a side hustle 8 years ago, and then I quickly realized I could make decent money. Still part-time, but I make more than my full-time job as of last year.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's kind of what happened to us. Is like we started and then we so when we really started getting into it, that after the tail end of the first year, beginning of the second year, we started to really put some money into it. And like, it was getting to the point where like Sarah and I were like, it's such a waste of time, not a waste of time, but like going to our job feels like a waste of time because we're making so much more reselling. And if we took that time and were able to put it into reselling, we'd make so much more. And like, it got to the point where like, and then Sarah got really fed up with her job and she was like, I'm gone.
I mean, that I did that. I was like, and Adam was so supportive of it. He's like, if you want to quit, just quit. Like, if you want to, it's totally fine. Like, if you want to quit. And I was like, honestly, like I couldn't put my 2 weeks notice in because they would have just, they would have just like, tried to talk me into staying, and it would have been just like terrible. So I had to do what I had to do to leave. Just in the situation I was in, I had to walk out like in the middle of the day. It was really the only way.
Yeah. The gaslighting that came from her.
It was just such a bad situation. So I had to just walk out in the middle of the day.
And I know the word gaslighting gets thrown around in the media a lot, and 9 times out of 10 it's not actually gaslighting, but she was really being gaslit by
it was bad. Yeah. It was terrible. Yeah. So it was really the only way I could get out of it. But Adam was like so supportive. But it was funny because the night before I was like, it was like coming off of a holiday weekend, and that was always so stressful. And I was like, oh God, it's going to be so bad. Like, it was Sunday night or Monday night. I don't know if it was Friday or Monday we had off. But I was like, it's going to be so bad. Oh my God, it's going to be so bad. And then I got there and it was so bad. And it was honestly so much worse than I thought it was going to be. And then I left and I called Adam and I was like, Greg, I'm like, I quit my job.
That's a very accurate.
He's like, it's fine.
That's so accurate. That's it, like spot on what she did. And I'm like, we're going to be fine. I'm like, we might have to tighten up a little bit, but we'll be fine.
What am I going to do? It was like really weird for like the first like week. I was like, this is so weird.
Now, would you ever go back? Like to being working for somebody else?
If I had to, I mean, I would.
But under protest?
No, I mean, I don't think under protest.
Well, not under protest, but you wouldn't be happy about that fact, is what I'm asking.
Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't be happy about it. Actually, but if I had to do it, I would do it because we just discussed, I want to continue to maintain this lifestyle. And if that's what I have to do to maintain the lifestyle that I have, then that's what I would have to do.
Yeah. Are you okay with staying for like another 20 minutes? Because we just got a flood of people, and I want to ask a question that's going to probably tick the chat down quite a bit.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll stay for a little overtime here, but I want you guys to tell us in as many. Don't tell us the whole story. Just tell us how you ended up reselling. Because I know that we've got a couple people in here that have already said how they got into it, and I think it'd be cool to kind of compare on how everybody got into it. It would be awesome. So throw that in the chat, and we'll talk more about it.
And my dad always sold on eBay when I was in college and stuff like that, and I bought stuff off of eBay, so I always had experience with eBay. Yeah. But I never like really sold anything myself.
Yeah. Kelly says, my company's been remote since Rona, so I opted to keep my job. If we have to go back to the office, I may put in my notice. Probably.
That was kind of like with me too, because we were working remotely, and then when we went back, it was like so terrible.
Yeah. My previous job sucked the life out of you. Yeah. So I've been flipping. This is where this came from. So I've been flipping since I was 16 years old. It started with buying and fixing bikes on Craigslist. That's pretty cool. What's up, Kirsten? Thanks for coming in. I was paying more in taxes with the wife still working, so she retired early and now better, except she is here all day now with me.
Honestly, yeah, like it's weird to be around each other like all the time. Mm-hmm. And even when we like are out doing deliveries, we talk to each other on the phone the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like weird though, but it's not like ever. I mean, we do fight, don't get me wrong, but it's like
you just saw one.
Worse than that, but. But it's like weird, like I don't know. It definitely does not bother me.
No.
Like
you thought it would, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean sometimes I do just want to like get the heck away from you, but most of the time not.
The remote. I've said this from the beginning. Whenever the pandemic happened and a lot of people went to remote, I'd say 60% of companies, maybe even higher, like 70, having a building is worthless. And it's just my opinion. If you don't have a constant flow of customers coming into your building, the only reason they have a building is so they can keep their eyes on you. That's it. There's no other reason to have a building. And that's, if you were a business owner and you had a building with say 20, 30 employees working in it, and like your office was a great example. That office was locked down tight. There was never anybody that coming in and out of that. The office itself is a complete waste of money because you can secure all the information you need to secure digitally and not allow people to print things. And so, like, I worked for State Farm. There's plenty of sensitive information in State Farm. And our computers, you were not allowed to print. You were not allowed to screenshot. You were not allowed to do anything it just, there's plenty of ways to do it. Yeah. So yeah, having people work remotely is not like it should stay, and it's not. They're bringing people back to the office. There's a lot of big CEOs. I think the one of Morgan Stanley or something, not Morgan Stanley, they're gone. It's I don't remember. One of the big investment banks said that if you don't come back to work in the next like 3 or 4 weeks, you don't have a job. And I'm like, that's garbage. Why don't you just get rid of or downsize your headquarters dramatically, bring in key employees and leave it alone? Like, you might as well save the money. I started reselling when my husband divorced me over 20 years ago. I've been retired now for 7 years and still reselling, but sales are a lot slower now. That's true. They'll pick back up paying, I promise. My wife told me I better find something to do when I retired. I like it. Gone yard selling with my mother and her friends since I was a kid. Do that. Tommy was a UPS driver. That's why you use UPS. I get it now. Oh, it all fitting together. I was a UPS driver for 24 years. Last 5 years, I started noticing all the people shipping stuff from home, and I started asking questions. 2 years later, I left the most stable job I could ask for.
Wow.
That's awesome. It's an awesome story. Southern Maine is full of antique malls and flea markets. I grew up wanting to have my own store, but physical location is expensive, so online store is the best modern option.
That's so crazy. I wanted to have my own antique store for a while too.
We were talking about it, and you're absolutely right. It's a waste of money. My hubby got cancer when we needed extra cash. We have children. It gave me something to do. It kept me home, and I did a lot of meeting out sales because we didn't do shipping back then. I homeschooled as well. Awesome. Rosie says, I've been reselling since I was kicked out of high school, but I got serious in 2019. I got laid off in 2021 and turned to full-time while I look for work. Nothing has been worth it to go back to having a boss.
Yeah.
What's up, Cameron? We're talking about why'd you get into reselling? And we're staying a little over just to get through some comments. So if you want to throw it in there. I always liked yard sales and thought I could sell stuff. I would like to be my boss at one point. There you go. Mark has the best answer of the week of the day. I saw the Pittsburgh Picker channel and said, heck, I can do that. I like it.
That's funny.
That's the best answer. That was the answer all you should have given. No, just kidding. Yeah. Our story is always, for those of you that don't know, I'll tell it. My mother used to run a storage facility, and somebody defaulted, and they auctioned off the unit, and whoever bought the unit didn't know what they were doing, because they left a bunch of boxes behind, and there was what were they called? I always get the name wrong. Kachina statues, Native American Kachina
dolls, and some like Navajo rugs and such.
Yeah. So they left all these boxes behind, and they asked if my mom's assistant could throw them in the dumpster. And my mom looked in the boxes and saw that there was all these Kachina dolls in there, and she sent me pictures of them. She's like, "Hey, could you sell these?" And I was like, "Yeah, they look like they might be worth some money." And then Sarah looked them up on eBay, and she was like, "Yeah, they actually are. Some of them are worth some money." And she's like, "Well, I'll ship them to you." So she shipped them all to us.
Yes.
And we made almost like a little over $1,000 and
more than that. Yeah. I want to say.
No, I mean the first week we
made, and it was crazy because some of them were broken.
Yeah.
But people were still buying them, and they were like Pacific Northwest Native American dolls and things like that. And it's crazy because I actually took a class on Native American cultures in college because I used to want to be like an anthropologist and all that jazz. So I actually kind of was already a little bit familiar with the stuff. And like it surprisingly was really easy with like Google image search to find out like what the actual like gods and like
the
dolls.
artist.
Yeah, and the artist. And some of them had price tags on the bottom from a like a Native American culture store in, I want to say, Arizona.
Yep.
So I was able to look up like they have those like different items for sale on their website. So I was able to research it and like price them accordingly and stuff. So
yeah,
it was very educational.
I'm not going to skip Bearded PokeTubers, but well, we'll get to it. Kelly said my company sold 6 of the 7 buildings we have in the area. It was a no-brainer for them as they are saving over $50,000 a month in electricity. See, I told you, I'm not stupid. Bearded PokeTuber might have one of the better answers. I wanted to unload some of my Pokemon card collections about 3 years ago, and I ended up signing up for Mercari. Somehow now I sell used shoes. Mama K Flips has the best one for you, though. Started out 22 years ago looking for my long lost Cabbage Patch doll. Got hooked buying on eBay. Started selling right after. Did Walmart retail arbitrage in 2000. Bought clearance items and sold them on eBay. Did you find the doll, though?
Yeah, did you find your long lost Cabbage Patch?
If not, what does it look like? Because we might have it.
I don't know about now. We don't have that many right now. I need to get more, but yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody on Instagram reached out to me and they had this Cabbage Patch doll that they had bought at a yard sale for $3. And was asking me, he's showed me the Cabbage Patch doll. He said he got it at a yard sale for $3. This is what it is. I wasn't sure about the head mold, so he was sending me pictures of it, and we were both actually trying to research the head mold at the same time. We figured out what it was.
I thought this is a viewer. Are you telling a viewer stories without?
No, it's not. Okay. He doesn't watch the channel. Yeah. Actually, Philly Flipper sent him to me. Yeah. Philly Flipper sends me all kinds of cabbage people. So, and
we have one, Mama K.
And no, we sold the clown one.
Yeah.
So anyway, he ended up like asking me about it. We figured out what it was, and it was in such good shape and had all the original clothing and everything. It's a rare head mold. And I said, I'd probably say minimum of $150, priced around $175, see what happens. He put it on today for $200. He's been getting like $150 offers like left and right because it's like so rare and in good shape and has, yeah.
Keep an eye on our store, though, Mama K. We have come across them several times. So,
yeah. And follow the daily cabbage if you haven't.
Yeah. I've never seen a cabbie in the stores I go.
They're hard to find. I mean,
aren't you in South Carolina? Aren't you on a panel right now or something? I started selling candy to my neighborhood buddy so I could rent a moonwalk. What's a moonwalk? Is that like a jumpy house? What's a moonwalk, Dave? And why aren't you at FlipCon? Yeah, that's how we started. It was interesting. I mean, like the guy that there was one Kitchener doll that was like on a wood plank, and there was like 5 guys walking or something on it, and 4 of the 5 guys were broken off the wood plank and their feet were broken. And somebody bought that for like $50 or something like that. And like we were like, why are we not doing this for extra money? So Daily Coleslaw is still spamming me every day. What's Daily Coleslaw?
That's me.
The Cabbage Patch. Got it. Let's see. I have yet to see a Cabbage Patch in the wild. Yeah, they're there. Found some at the bins. Yeah. Oh, it's a bounce house. You wanted to rent a bounce house, so you were selling. Were you one of those kids that were selling fake chocolate bars, like you were pretending like you were fundraising for like schools or something, and you weren't? Dave tapped out from the hot sauce contest. Yeah, I used to buy 3 cases of soda for $10 at the gas station, and then selling them on the bus for $1 each. It was right when they took the soda machines out of our schools. They never took the soda machines. I think we still have soda machines in our schools. We had Fruitopia machines in our schools when we were younger. Did you have the Fruitopia machine? Mm-hmm. And the Surge?
I don't know if we had Surge, but we definitely have Fruitopia.
Yeah, it was gross. Fruitopia was good. Surge, I bought Surge when they re-released it, and I drank like 2 of them, and I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm like, why did I buy this? So, anywho, I think that's enough overtime, right?
Yeah.
My father-in-law used to sell single Viagra pills at the factory he worked at. Found a ventriloquist doll once. I bet that might have been worth some money.
Maybe. Those are creepy a little bit.
Yeah. Didn't have any machines at your high school. We did. He got a doctor to prescribe him. Jeez. Anywho, we're going to get out of here. This coming Sunday, me and Sarah will be back here live at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Bearded PokeTuber loves the Surge. Karate. It's good. It's good, but like you only have 1 or 2. Like I don't know how I drank them in high school because they are so sweet and they taste like, I don't know, like carbonated melon or something.
Chemicals.
All the sugar and twice the caffeine. That's right. Anywho, yeah, we'll be back here live Sunday, 9 p.m. And then me, Jimmy, and Ed will be live here on Monday. And then I'm already working on it, so I expect, unless something comes up, to have another news that reseller care about. Or what was I calling it? News for resell, whatever I'm calling it. Resellers,
whatever.
We're having the reseller news on Wednesday. Should be out around 7 o'clock. So, Sarah, have your bell ready on Sunday.
I'll try to.
You gotta give Sarah a bell. So, anywho, that's what's going on the channel. Yeah. So tune in Sunday 9 p.m. and Monday 9 p.m. We'll be back here live again. So that's it. Anything you want to tell about? You want to tell people to follow you on Instagram again?
Guys, follow my Instagram.
It's in the description.
I know
below.
you probably already do. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers.
She needs a horn.
I'm at I don't know what, 2,600 or something. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see.
Reseller newsroom. I like it. I got reseller.
Oh no, not 2,600. I'm at 1,600.
Let's
not be crazy.
I'm calling it reseller newsletter, but on the title, but it's it's reseller. It's the news resellers care about. Anyway, but yeah.
1768. I only need 8,000 more.
Follow Sarah on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And we'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.